Don't worry about what I got going on over here.
Yep, no, I got them problems. No. Um, but good evening, a good morning, good afternoon, whenever this podcast finds you. What is that? Is that the whole bottle? So it's not like heavy.
Oh no, I put extra tequila in it.
Okay, so yes, it is. Okay, never mind. Welcome to the Was It Good Though podcast about movies and TV shows. I am one of your hosts. I am Jason.
I am Jazz.
And we have a special guest with us. She is 25% of the Talking Ish podcast. Miss Helene, how are you today, ma'am?
Copacetic, copacetic. And you
Look,
all?
I'm well. A better day today. How about you, Jazz?
I'm good. We never have a guest to ask us how we doing on our
Oh,
show. Damn, that's
I'm
what's
sad.
up.
It's Wednesday. It's hump day. You gotta ask how's your midday hump day going?
Right. Mm.
Your midweek hump day, I should say.
Man, he said, no, I wish it was midweek. Goddamn, this shit. This I don't even know. I don't even know what the days are anymore. I'm just looking for my ex off day. That's the only thing I'm thinking about. The next one.
I see freedom. It's coming up.
It's close.
It's close.
Helene, did you have anything that you wanted to promote, push, or let the people know how to find you, get to you, and all that good stuff?
Outside of the Talking Ish podcast, no, because I go incognito on social media. So don't find me because I talk a lot of shit and I don't need it to get back to those in power. So no, outside of Talking Ish podcast amongst friends, we can be found on Spotify, YouTube, occasionally Instagram if we update it like we're supposed to.
But I know me and Helene, we briefly talked about it a little bit last time when I was a guest on her podcast. Of course, I kept trying to force Jazz, but Helene was the one that got Jazz to go ahead and get it to watch it. What?
Uh,
It was on the list.
oh,
It was on the
She was
list.
like, "Oh,
She was going to watch it, right? She was going to watch it. I had already told her, but then Helene Stamp was the one that actually got her to watch it.
wait,
You
wait,
disagree?
wait.
You
Yes,
disagree?
because I had watched it prior to Helene sending me that message.
Oh,
did you?
you had already
I thought
began
you had.
watching it.
I thought you did. You start? I thought you had stopped and kind of laid off a little bit.
So wait, I don't remember because when did we decide we were actually going to do Cross? Because we were going to review
After
something
Helene,
else. Oh,
Gladiator 2.
oh.
She said, "Oh,
Listen, I don't remember the timeline of when things happen. So I'm glad we're
yeah."
here.
I usually don't either. So
I'm glad. Let's not live in the past, okay?
right
Which
there with you.
I feel like Helene may have made a mention of it. But I know for
Oh,
sure.
I did because once I started, it was no more going back.
Not that. Jazz actually, I feel like this is the second part. Jazz is the one that put me on to, well, I knew it was a book, but I didn't know they had previously made movies about the book.
Oh, yeah.
Um, so of course I knew about the Tyler Perry
The
rendition.
debacle.
Like he even had a white best friend. Yeah, okay. But but before that, jump. What did Morgan Freeman say on the Lean on Me?
Jason, Jason, what episode are we on?
Yo,
Oh,
I gotta lay the foundation,
my bad.
nigga.
Okay.
He doing it, you don't stop Alex Crossman. He trying to sit there and look at the wall and shit, did you?
The
You're right.
Cross Foundation.
I wouldn't have stopped him.
I bet you wouldn't. I bet if it's Morgan Freeman was doing it, I bet you would stop him.
I do have a confession to make, and I'm going to make it on this episode.
Oh,
Okay. But episode 131, we are discussing Cross. Yes, it is the Amazon Prime series about the famous Alex Cross, if you have read the Jane Patterson novels. Jason has not. Helene, have you read them? I know there's like 31.
I haven't read Cross. I have read some James Patterson, but I haven't read Cross.
Got you.
No.
Got you. I think Along Came the Spider was the first one. But of course they started with the Kiss the Girls in the movies, then Along Came a Spider. Was the second rendition. Jazz, are y'all both familiar with those movies?
I am.
Yes.
Got you. So they were new watches for me. I don't think I had ever seen them ever prior to that. So I guess we can get into the beginning. Is Aldous Hodge the best rendition of Alex Cross?
Yes. Without a question in my mind. Yes.
Is this based on figure or acting? Because I don't
It's based on the totality of the man.
to totality. I like how she did that. She slicked with her mouth. Jazz, what
Mhm.
about you?
So I'm going to answer your question with my confession.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've said on this pod multiple times,
Okay,
I don't
Usher.
even, right. I don't, I never looked at Aldous Hodge as anything as a sex symbol because I always put him in the line. I know the space of a cousin. I've said that before because I
Can
was
I
just
can
like, nah, nope.
before
Let me
we
finish my confession.
okay, I'm gonna let you do it.
So after this, I no longer see him as a cousin. There is nobody in my family that looks anywhere close to him. And when I saw that shirt and that clip that was streaming online of this series, I was like, nah, that's not family. There's nothing close to family right there. So when I came to that realization of like, Jazz, this ain't your cousin. This is a chocolate man. And I was able to lust over him how I needed to. And
yes.
yes, is this the best rendition? Hell, fuck yes. Oh my God. I wanted him to have sex every episode just to see him naked. I know that sounds kind of wild, but yes. So I hope that answers your question, Jason.
Okay, you wilding right now, but I feel it. I feel it. I get it. Like what? So prior to this, was it something that you seen that was just like, now this he gives cousin vibes? Like what was it that you
Right.
seen? Because
What movie
he
did you
he,
say
he,
So
it
he
like?
I think it might have been like Black Adam
you just
because
didn't
I
like
don't
the movie.
I mean,
that
Because
but
he
the
was
movie
he
was kind
the
of trash
acting wasn't
ass,
that good
so
either. Like the
he was the
acting just
same
seemed
nigga to
he
me.
well, to me, he just seemed like kind of stiff. And I was just like, nah. But then I kind of felt those vibes for his brother too until I saw Fight Night. And I'm like, nah, that's not cousin. Neither one of them is cousin to me. Those chocolate.
Wait, what brother? Who are you talking about?
His brother that
his
was in Fight Night.
brother, yeah, his brother
His
is
brother was in it?
He would, yes.
Who is he in? Who is he in there? It ain't
Edwin
Saniqua.
Edwin
E-
Hodge.
Edwin
Yeah.
Hodge.
Who
Yeah.
was he in there though? I don't was he one of the robbers? I don't remember him in there. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Shit.
I don't
Yeah.
think he's in there.
Damn, that's another one.
Yeah,
Not all them
nigga
niggas
should.
look
About to
alike.
all this.
You just looking at nigga. He's not in there. I think
Ma'am,
you talking about
we are
Saniqua, ain't
not.
you?
See,
Talking about two different people.
I'm
All
gonna
that
have to her
chocolate.
tip. I'm gonna have to her tip you for a minute. Don't do that. Don't white supremacize us. We don't all look alike.
No, but those two look like they could be brothers.
Who you talking about? Saniqua?
Yes.
No, that's not him.
And
Whatever.
Edwin Hodge? No.
They don't look
I
nothing
thought,
alike.
how you say his name?
Saniqua.
Yes, I thought him and
All
Aldous
this was
was brothers.
brothers. Nah, them
Yes.
niggas ain't brother. Nah, 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 nah.
Oh damn.
Nah.
All right, never mind.
Yeah. No, not my little man crush. Pause.
Okay. Okay.
That's how you clean that up real quick.
Not with the pause.
Listen, I'm gonna edit that out.
You gonna edit out the pause?
The
Just
pause is gonna be
gonna be
gone.
man crushing. That's it.
All right, I will go back and find some unedited shit.
And upload it on top of the episode.
I saved her once, not this time. Wham.
Sausage party. Yeah.
You gonna think I'm Ed Ramsey around this bitch? No way, I'm releasing secrets. No, I'm just like
No, Aldous. I can say I've never looked at Aldous Hodge and been like, oh, that's fam. No, no, no.
nah. Yeah, I don't. I don't know. I don't know. But I will say that this TV show did see him in a new light, and I guess it was because he was being a lot more vulnerable. Given the circumstance of his character was put into. So of course, Cross. Is he a detective? I don't, because it's like I don't know. Is he a detective? Is he a
Yeah,
guy? Because he is. Okay, so
he's
like
a detective.
he's like a profiler too, right? Or is it
It
just like
seems that way. I think that's just their like what they call his like superpower type situation. But I think it's because he has He seems like a profiler because I believe he has like a degree in
Psychology, I
like a
thought.
psychology degree or something.
Yeah.
So he's
So
a little above the normal detective status, I think.
yeah. So of course, like I said, we're dealing with Cross. Well, of course, opening up the TV show, he is married. And his wife is gunned down well, gunned down in the beginning. It's like, God damn, you getting right to it. But I mean, it's like when you don't have to constantly tell that story over and over, which in the old movie, he was finagling with white women. And I think the wife was his aunt, his niece in the original, like in the book or in the original
Yeah.
thing. And then now they made it his wife, and of course in Tyler Perry, it was the wife as well. So throughout this, of course, throughout this show, we see him dealing with the grief of the loss of his wife. But in that, you also see how he has to deal with coping with everything. And the first thing we see this nigga do is like, I'm leaving this job. He finna go on a temporary leave of absence, but he gets pushed back into the workforce. Helene, how did you feel about how he was trying to cope or balance everything at the same time?
He wasn't trying to cope. There was no there was no coping. He was trying to either forget or he was trying to yeah, that's it. He was just trying to forget. He was trying to like there was no working through it. There was no coping. He refused therapy. Like he just wanted to kind of stew in his pissed off state and being, mad and upset that his wife was gunned down, which rightfully so, but there was no coping. He wasn't trying to cope with nothing. He wanted his children to cope. Now, was he an advocate for his children coping? Yes, but was he coping? Not in the least.
Yeah, I can only imagine how you would feel, especially if that was like it seems as if they had a really good relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, before the show even came out, they already gave it a season two. So I would like to see more of the relationship, even though she's no longer here. Just even if it would be it'd be hard to do that, especially with him with the new woman, which
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to feel about her.
So I got a question for you, Jason, because I know that you're not a fan of flashbacks, but in movies, how are you with flashbacks and TV shows?
It depends on how the flashbacks work. Remember, that's where my hate for flashbacks came from. From Arrow, every episode was a flashback. It's like I remember that one time. What the fuck? Man, you remember that? And I'm like, oh my God, when they gonna stop? They stopped, then they just start flashing fluid every time. I'm like, nah, you bitches got me fucked up. Y'all not gonna
Everything,
keep doing me like
everything
this.
in the Arrowverse and around the Arrowverse had flashbacks.
See, Flash didn't really deal with it because he was literally going to that time.
Yeah.
But in Arrow, I was like, oh my God, if y'all don't tell me how this man daddy died and what he was doing when his daddy died and just let that be that, stop.
What was the other one where they did the crossover for Crisis? Uh,
Crisis on
oh,
Infinite Earth.
the show that got weird as shit when they started going back and like
Day
they,
After Tomorrow or Legends of
yes, they
Tomorrow.
Legends of Tomorrow. They flash back every episode.
Man, they went to an episode with Obama. I'm like, bro, come on. Come on. That nigga was in college, Jazz. They was trying to keep this nigga from getting killed so he can become president. Them niggas like, fam, come on, bro. That's unnecessary. But
But
again,
these flashbacks were warranted though.
fuck that. No, I'm not agreeing. I'm not agreeing. Not with all
And
of them.
Cross, you don't think Cross was the flashbacks were
Oh,
Oh
now
warranted?
yeah.
that's what I'm gonna say. So if the flashback services the story, I'm for it. But it was I feel like in here it was a good like when the son was trying to play the piano.
Mm-hmm.
The son playing the piano, then they kind of intertwine with the wife singing. Like that's a dope way to do that.
Yeah.
There's a good way and a bad way to bring in flashback. I think they did it very well. I think One Love, the Bob Marley movie, was a horrible way to do flashbacks or whatever the hell they was doing with that story. Yes, every time I think about that movie, I'm going to shit on it. Jazz. um, what about you? What did you think about Cross, and his ongoing drama that he was running from?
I felt bad for his kids. I mean, I felt bad for all of them, but I definitely felt bad for his kids because it seems like they were definitely trying to be strong for him,
Mm-hmm.
but then also trying to still manage their own emotions because towards the end of the movie, or excuse me, the series, his son told him, you lost mom, but it feels like I lost mom and you. And I was just like, damn,
I know that'll cut you deep.
like shit. And so with them having that conversation, I love the character development and the vulnerability that he was able to show, especially him and Bay. And I know that you said that you don't really trust her, but what you mean? She was very patient with him for real. Like
So it's
this
not.
man you love is still in love with his wife that's dead. So
I mean, you
it's,
get so look. I
she was
mean, so
patient,
when
and
you
I
get
get
married,
it.
you get married to do it once. That's ideally. But she got shot, so like I don't know what you're supposed to do. And like she got killed. And he was still in love with her. What you like?
So I'm
He
not. I'm be honest, and I'm sorry to cut you off, Jason, but if I were to get married and something like that was to happen to me, and it takes my sexy ass husband this long to continue to get over me, yes, I want to fuck up all of your experiences with new girlfriends. I want you to almost get you some, and then you be like, I'm not ready because you're still in love with me. Yes. My ghost would just be having a good ass time seeing this. Like, ha, you ain't getting none tonight, sis. Fuck you. Yes. I'm sorry.
why you hating? Allow that
I'm
man to
not.
let you go.
I want
You
him.
have to you have to let that man be happy.
No.
Like you are long gone. Let that man be
Look,
happy.
I need him to mope for like 2 years and then
Two
He
years?
did. He did. It was coming up on.
he got one more year.
I mean, shit.
That's hard in the field,
But
man.
she
That's
no,
crazy.
she was very, very, very patient. Now, the only thing that I would say I did not like about her was how combative she was at the dinner scene.
Man,
Like
that was crazy.
she didn't help the situation. And I'm like, I wanted her to be like, yo, watch your mouth with my man sitting at the table who is a police officer, but like, I don't know.
Which table you talking about? Ramsey table or her table? Because
No,
Her
her
table.
table.
see, I felt like at Ramsey table she should have been more for
No,
him.
because by the time it came to Ramsey's table, I,
She was
I
not
can
because she
because
said
she kind of
why
knew.
she was like, why you not telling me the
Yeah,
information? He was like, well, I mean, he more so still going to his investigation. Is
yeah,
like this. I mean, if anything, like it's police work. I can't. It's only so much I can allow you to
yeah.
know in that. And she was just like got mad at him, and she just kept getting pissed off. And I'm like, bro, like, what are you doing?
Hold on. Y'all talking about for him not telling her that Ramsey was fanboy?
Hmm.
So y'all
Initially, yeah,
so y'all think
Well,
it was cool
she
for him not to tell her?
it was. That's not like
that's
you
police
can't.
business. But
That
now
yeah, you can't divulge
her
that.
her issue was he used her to get
Correct.
to the party, but at the
To get to
same
the
time it's
party.
like you invited me to the party and I just like shit, I'ma go.
Hmm.
Like
I gotta disagree with y'all because he kind of put her in a situation that was very uncomfortable. Now I get it. If she didn't know, then everything would have been cool, but she found out. So like I could see why she was upset with him because that made the entire situation extremely awkward, especially when
but
they
She
went to the
found
back
out because she
room.
was nosy as shit and wouldn't shut the fuck up. Shit.
and if we together, it don't matter what the fucking issue is. Let there be an issue when we get home. When we together right here, we need to stay like this.
So
You
if
mad and
Right.
making it you making it very noticeable. We done went off to another
Right.
place and we had a conversation like, hey, let's get together. You come back and you all tensing up and all looking crazy at
because the
me and
man that
looking at
she's
him.
known for years turns out to be a serial killer.
What was he supposed to say? We can't go to the party because there's a serial killer there.
Tell me that shit ahead of time so I can be
No,
prepared.
because she can't act for shit. She would
I
you.
mean, if you would have gave her, if
We
you would have
can
gave her,
clearly see that she cannot keep. She can't keep a poker face. I couldn't tell her that shit ahead of time.
you give her about 24 hours to process all of that and be like, look,
No, because she'd have been like, "No, we can't go. I don't want to go." And then he wouldn't have had a way into the party because she wouldn't have gone.
man, I felt bad for her because I was just like, sis was scared. And you could tell she was scared,
I
especially
mean, she was. She was.
like, I understand why she felt away.
Would that fear have changed because you knew we were going to a killer's house prior to going to the killer's house? You would still
I
be
would have been more
scared.
prepared
What you gonna prepare? How you gonna prepare for a killer that's been
to be,
killing motherfuckers?
to
He has already snatched and killed 12
listen.
people.
I'm just saying, that's just like if somebody tell me Jason the killer out here for real. And I'm like, wait, what? You expect me to just be like, let me act normal for somebody who I've known for years is a full-on
But see,
killer
that's
snatching
just
people
it.
up.
Because then you wouldn't have been able to walk in the party acting
But if
normal. You'd have walked in the party all super duper
but
tense.
if I would have had at least 24 hours of process, like, okay, to talk to myself in the mirror,
You
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
She
I
said,
just feel
"Talk to
like
myself in
you
the
were gonna be
mirror."
at that dinner like the women that was at Blink Twice. That's exactly what you was gonna be at the dinner. Like you figured it out by yourself, and you would
Yeah.
have been in that motherfucker talking, whoa, 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 don't touch me, killer. You're like, whoa, what that means?
Don't touch me, killer.
you never call me killer.
What does that mean? Hmm, I'm shocked. Like, um,
But you can't expect your, especially in a job like that, you cannot expect your significant other to come home and tell you all the gory details. You just can't. And I'm like, I need there to be a little bit of understanding in these roles, like, because it seems like it's the extreme. Like they're overly understanding and they're like doormats, or there's like just no understanding, and you can't, I won't, like, bitch, find a happy medium.
thank you, because now, damn, that's going too crazy because Jazz didn't even get that far. I can't speak that up.
If it's
Have
reasonable
y'all?
doubt, don't say nothing.
It's not.
If it's
It's not
what?
a reasonable doubt. It's not.
Oh,
It's not reasonable doubt. It was actually lioness, is what I was about to say. Because kind of like what Helene said, it is very. Helene, did you see?
no,
Shit, yeah.
Jazz just told me about Lioness. I gotta
Not that.
watch
Not
it.
that. Not that. Innocent until proved. What was the show with
Oh, presumed innocent.
presumed innocent? Did you watch that by chance?
Mm-mm.
With
Jake
Jake
Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal. It's
No.
also
Uh-uh.
based on a '90s movie as well. With the was it Kevin Costner or maybe no?
Presumed Innocent thriller series with Jake. Oh, it's on Prime.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's on
Oh, it
it's on
says
Apple.
network Apple
It's
TV.
it's an Apple TV, but that's a real good one too. And now you speak about people being either super understanding or super irrational about it. I feel like the wife in that series was probably about as perfect as it can be as somebody who wasn't really they weren't understanding of the situation, but they were trying to hold it together for their situation until it was just like, you know what, fuck you. You need to figure this shit out with your kids. I'm doing this, and we can figure it out. If it comes to it, we can come to it. But yes, I'm definitely with Helene because sometimes you be like, bro, come on. You know what the situation is. You know what it's called. You know what it's called for. You know what I do in it. But I also feel like it'll be super irrational for her to expect that, especially when he just became vulnerable enough to tell her about his hero complex that he had been dealing with. He just came out about that information. And during all of this, he got through into this case that he wasn't into. And we got to also address the microaggressions or overt racism, whichever one you want to say, that the police force is just like this. We're gonna put him on this case, and you the figurehead for
Hmm.
this case, and we just trying to do it's a suicide or it's a suicide or accidental suicide, but we just trying to close this case, which was I always going back into the rewatch. I'm like, oh shit, they just wanted to. She was trying to hurry up and close the case so she can get off
Yeah,
of it.
they just wanted
Yeah.
out of that case. They wanted no parts of having to deal with that case.
Especially with the
Suicide, close and done.
protesters
Yeah.
and everything. And you got the protesters outside saying, F the police, y'all did this, and going through all of that. And they just like suicide. Ain't nobody about to cut their locks off. It just like looking at it, you could just, okay, this definitely foul play here. Let's
No, the
look.
police chief, I wanted
Oh,
somebody
yeah,
to murk her.
man.
She was man, the police chief was she was like she was too much of a red herring. I'm like, man, she just too on the nose for it to be her.
Hmm.
If it is her, I'm
Right.
gonna be like, I would have been shocked because I was like, she just too on the nose. But she was that motherfucker was in every situation where to be like, it's her. It
She
gotta
was.
be her.
Do y'all think, because I think she's kind of still involved. I think she's a part of that whole cult organization that we don't know who's all in it.
I don't think
Uh,
she's in the cult.
Really?
it's politics.
No,
It was just politics. It was
it
politics as
is.
usual for her. She
Yeah.
was just, I need this cleaned up. I don't need them coming at the police force, but I also need this crime to go away. Regardless, whatever you got to do it, just make it go away. That's why they put cross in front of it instead of putting, well, clearly the incompetence on the police force because you've seen what the other Akbar did when he was with the room with the first guy. So, you got that part. But then you got the black cop who was just there to just gonna write it off. The black woman cop, she was just gonna write it off and just let it be what it is and going off on them. It was just like, bro, how come everybody is like just going with this?
Mm. I
No, it
mean,
pissed me off that they were trying to put Alex in front of it like the for the PR stunt. I was like,
Mm,
that's some real ass shit that y'all want this black face to report this black crime, knowing that y'all aren't trying to do anything for it. But it also kind of pissed me off, and it goes back to what we were saying earlier with the girlfriend. Like, you knew I was a cop when you met me, and you protest and you do all these things. That's cool, fine, or whatever. But like the family of the guy where you said the one that got his locks cut off, like his sister, she overly rah, and I'm like, bitch, I am literally I am the only one trying to figure out anything about you. Don't come with your rah rah at me. If you have a problem with the police, that's fine. Take it to them. You can still protest. You can still be out front of it. Don't come at me when I'm coming to your family trying to find out what happened to your brother. I am literally the only person coming to your family trying to find out what's happened to your brother. And you said he got an attitude with me. And then when the whole thing came out and she fucked the police and I was looking like she wanted to spit on him. I was like, I would slap
she,
the dog
she,
shit out that
she's,
bitch.
she spit on him one time, right?
I was
On
like, I
two,
know
on
she
two, on
or
two
spit,
was
but
it
I don't
John.
know if she
John?
spit
Yeah, she
on
spit. No,
him.
she spit at two John.
Yeah.
That one time, and I was like, man, he a better man
Uh,
than me.
right. Because, bitch, I will backhand you. You spit on me.
That
The fuck?
was man. That was. But then you got the scene where the Tabio. I think yeah, Tabio was trying to run from the police. Like it. So for me, the first two episodes were shaky. Like I do like the first episode, but the first two episodes kind of shaky because I was just like, bro, we're not fit to go into a show where everybody hate the police. Everybody, it's like overtly
Mm,
which I understand. I understood the messaging, which that's why they want to say the people names that have been actually slain by police,
Right.
and they putting that stuff. And like I get that, but at the same time, it's kind of cringy to me. But I understand why they putting that in there just to make sure that stuff is still being known, still being heard. But then you got all the black people being the dumbest black people in these situations. Like fuck the police, but you need the police in that same exact scenario. So you got the elitist black people being stupid. You got the low level black people being stupid. It's just all across the board. Then you got the guy Tabio who gets killed by Bobby Trey, which is the best character on the TV show. I don't give a fuck about what nobody say.
his accent pissed me off, but
Because
I liked about it.
he
I
not he
did
they should
appreciate Bobby Trey,
they
but
should have got somebody actually from Louisiana to do it because he was trying to do a Louisiana accent and it wasn't really selling it.
mm-mm.
But
I'm
as
like,
far
bitch,
as
just be from the South because you trying too goddamn hard. And then trying to sound like you from Lake Charles, nigga, get shut the fuck up. Or what is it? Was it Lake Charles or Lafayette? One of them.
Lafayette.
Shut the fuck up around here.
I gotta ask Anthony how he felt about it, like if he's seen
Right.
it. But like I said, with Bobby Trey, he shot the guy Tabio, and then the girlfriend instead she goes and the first thing she does is it reaches on this man's body, takes his cell phone and run. Like what? Why? What reasoning did you have for any of this? You got killed for no reason.
She did.
She was looking around like, ain't nobody gonna see me, and it's a bunch of people over here. Cross
They
was able
did.
to see that like in 2 to 3 rewatches.
Ross did. They had already been watching it and they was to put that shit to the side.
Do you think like the rest of that police force is like pretty terrible cops?
Yes, they was
Because they
real
seemed like they were
terrible.
taking their time to try to find a missing woman. And they was like, well, we got a short window. It's like, y'all don't seem like a sense of urgency.
No, they didn't have a sense of urgency at all.
Right.
So I mean,
But I think that because it seems like they were backdooring it off of the original case, which was to them, oh, it's a suicide. So it's not that big a
mm-hmm,
deal. It's just somebody
mm-hmm,
overreacting to this suicide. And Cross is like, but it's not a suicide. And it's interconnect. They were trying to say that it wasn't even connected at first, remember? Like,
mm-hmm.
oh, this is a separate incident. This was because of this protest, and this is because of this suicide. Like, they're not even connected. He's like, nah, they connected. What happened to old boy's dog?
Oh,
I
Bobby Trey. He
Yeah.
it was in, you remember at the end he was
He had
eating.
oh, that's right. He had the dog
at the
sitting next to him
diner.
The
at
dog
the
was sitting the
diner,
dog,
didn't he?
it was in the diner eating with him. He said
That's
that's a
right.
2 year long time in dog years.
Yeah. That's 14 years to a dog, right
He stayed eating.
Man, he was just trying. The way he talked to the black man, every time Bobby Trey came and said he stole the scene, man. He was talking to the dude that made the Louisiana food. He was like, man, he said,
there? Yeah, that old man scared as shit.
you should it's
Right.
authentic now, because if it ain't good, I'm gonna come back. It ain't gonna be the talk. I'm like, why you what that man do,
I
Bobby?
didn't
I
like.
was a little upset that he killed the little fat Asian dude. I was like,
Did
that
he
was
die?
unnecessary. I think he did. I
He got
think
shot in the stomach.
he like it was in this midsection here. I don't know. I can't remember. But
Bodies was dropping a lot in this
I don't think
series.
he made it. Yeah.
I don't
I'm
know. I
trying to
mean,
that's the one I'm scared of. I'm scared of Bobby Trey.
and see what was in the Asian, like, did he know he was working, did he
No,
know he was
I don't think
doing
so.
dirty shit? You know,
no.
okay, got you.
But I think
I
Bobby
think
kind of
he
blackmailed him though, which is how he
yeah.
was able to get the book.
And I think he was like trying to treat it like he was doing like PI work or some shit like
Hmm.
that. So I'm sure the little Asian dude was like, "Oh, I'm just, I'm helping who used to be a fellow cop." But then to find out that he used to be a cop, I'm like, that don't give you some like a thought process to be like, "No, this motherfucker used to be something." So he did something not to be a cop no more. I'm not gonna keep giving him and feeding him information, but that's
Like,
why that's why you
and I
got
mean,
joked.
and I guess within that, it's like, because he was asking for information, and maybe because he was just a desk guy, he didn't know what was going on with the case. But like some of the information was like, why wouldn't you just go talk to the people in the police force? Like, hey, somebody asked me information on these people that y'all talking about up in this room. Like, y'all wanna check that out, see what's going on with it, or
But see,
anything?
he wasn't just a desk guy though, because remember Alex was asking him to look up stuff for him, and he was like, "Oh, it's slow and go," and he got pissed and yelled at him. So he knew what was going on because he was looking up stuff specifically for cases, specifically for Alex and to John. So I'm like, no, you I think you had a little crush or something.
I
You
think
was
I said the
giving a
same
little
exact thing.
information.
I said
Yeah.
the same thing. He was kind of playing into the flirt to get the information he needed in this situation. But you also got, like you said, you mentioned Sujan. Of course, Sujan was the best friend of Alex, and I. The first thing I said is this nigga had something to do with the murder of this man's wife. That was what I thought, because
I thought so too.
because I'm like, he just, like, the girl gets shot and he just pulled the other lady off and he just disappeared. You don't see this man no more in that situation. I'm like, man, please don't let this nigga be a part of this.
He was suspicious in the first couple of episodes because
Yeah.
when
That's right.
Alex was concerned with his kids in the house, he just like, you just need to get you some sex. It's like, no, this is a concerned father because somebody came in his house and dropped off his wife's missing scarf, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
His homeboy's like, nah, you tripping. But then obviously they were leaving breadcrumbs to when John I guess,
Turned him in.
turned him in from that assault, right?
Yeah.
Who
Which is
recorded it?
wild. Which is
Just
what
some
like
just
I don't
somebody.
understand the whole turning him in thing.
That's a good question, Jazz, because
I think it was a
most,
random bystander.
but something like that would have leaked though. They wouldn't have just
Right.
recorded it and not
That's true.
dropped it anywhere. That was that's a
Because ain't
great
no
point.
way John recorded that. Because to see your homeboy, like, hey, Cross, get off of him. And still recording is kind of wild.
I, yeah, nah. No, I don't think he would have recorded that. But do y'all think that was do y'all think he took the right action in turning Cross into I'm assuming into the police force in that situation?
Yes and no. If if he turned him in only after he tried to get Cross help and Cross didn't listen, then I'd be more apt to say he was right. But if he just went straight there, like if he had one conversation, it didn't go his way, and he instantly just went to go turn him in, I'd be like, no, that's a little fucked up. But if he was constantly on him, which it seems like he was, to either go to counseling or to call a counselor or to go to, whatever or get help or whatever, and he just did not listen. And then it culminated into him whooping somebody's ass. And then John was that's the end of it. That's the end of the spectrum. You have reached a point of you're coming up on the point of no return.
Yeah.
Like you have so much bottled up rage within you that it is now coming out and turning you into what you hate, which is a bad cop. So I could see I'm not mad at him turning him in if he took steps to try to rectify what Alex was going through.
Yeah. Because I also think to piggyback off of that, the situation with the man who he was recorded beating on, didn't John mention that he was about to shoot him? And then
It seemed like I think so.
Alex was like, but I didn't. It's
Yeah.
just like because he was there. So if it got to that point, I completely agree. It's just
Yeah.
like, yeah, we got to get you off the streets.
I will say, him having that face to face with him, that was some shit though.
Oh man, yeah.
That's, I don't know if I would be able to do that.
What was that?
Mm.
Alex having the face to face with the guy he beat up.
Eh, that was a tough scene. I appreciate that because you don't really get this. You don't see that. Has that ever happened in real life? Where they sit you down in front of the cop that was beating your ass? I don't think I've ever seen that. That's crazy to say it
I don't
like
know
that.
about a cop, but I have seen instances where people were falsely accused of like domestic violence in SA, and they came back, and it was one not too long ago. It was probably maybe not even a year ago. White girl, black guy, and she got up there and crocodile tears down, and people was like, "How the fuck you crying?" And you put him in jail. Like
Mm.
you up here crying, like we supposed to feel sorry for you, and you lied and put him in jail. But I've seen that happen, but not oh, this cop whooped my ass. Let me like we ain't what's the motherfuckers that beat up Rodney King? We ain't never seen them again. So
Let me
I'm gonna
ask,
go with no.
let me ask y'all this. If y'all were accused of something and you had to spend about 10 years in jail, and the person that accused you was like, actually, nah, and then you get out, do you think you will be able to forgive that person?
No.
No, that's not a situation where I'd be able to forgive a person. Now, I've talked to people that's gone to jail behind somebody snitching on them for doing the same stuff that they were doing. Um, and they said the reason they was able to forgive is because they didn't see because of the leader that they didn't see the right things in this person, or they felt as if we ever got into this situation for real, they wouldn't do that. They would just be a man, uh, quote unquote, and take their charge. They wouldn't drag me into their charge because they got in trouble. So he said he felt as if that was on him picking that person to be around him as opposed to judging them for what they did.
But to me, that's different too because you physically still did the crime. Like you still did it. Like you still need to fucking go to jail. You still did it. If I didn't do it and spent 10 years, no, I'm not gonna forgive you. Bitch, you better be glad I don't get out of jail
but
and whoop your ass
but
and
they
go back.
the other person didn't go to jail.
I mean, that's a fucked up situation, but still,
It's like
it's
it's like
still me. You still did the goddamn crime. Like
it.
if me and you go out and rob a goddamn bank together, and
Mhm.
I get caught and you don't, I can't get mad because I still robbed the bank.
No,
Now,
but
can I
they
feel some
didn't.
type of way because you didn't go to jail too? Of course, but nigga, I still did the job. I
Not the,
still
but the
robbed the
part,
bank.
but the no, but this, but what I'm saying, Helene, is the person that got caught was like, that was like, so what you need? And it was like, well, if you give up this person, we'll let you out. Oh yeah, he did all of that,
I mean,
and they don't go to
look,
jail. They just,
there is a whole saying that says there is no honor
um,
amongst thieves. Like this shit is a saying. You
man,
can't do dirt with everybody. I've been trying to tell my 20-year-old that since he was shit in ninth grade. You can't go around and do dirt with everybody, baby.
this is true. This is true.
So you picked the wrong motherfucker. No, that is Harry Potter's daddy learned the same goddamn lesson. You picked the wrong motherfucker as your secret keeper, and look what happened.
Man.
You can't trust every goddamn Peter Pettigrew fucked you, and now look, everybody been got blowed up and dead. So there is a
Trying to
life
keep that
lesson.
secret together.
There is a
um,
life. You can't do dirt with everybody, and then look. It is always going to be about who tells first, who snitches first.
Unfortunately. Unless nobody's snitching, y'all both got to get it. Bam.
Pull a
But
Joker, get rid of him at the job.
Mm-hmm.
but of course, within this story, they do have two intertwining stories running at the same time. You got the one, of course, the Cross murder. We're trying to figure out who killed the wife, which we don't find out in the conclusion of this. But then you also have the one with the Ramsey. How did y'all feel about these
Wait, I
inter?
thought we did find out who killed the wife.
No, we didn't.
Mm-mm. I was wondering that.
I thought the old lady killed the wife.
No, that's why she was saying. I don't think you think she killed. I don't think
But
she did it. That's why she was
I
like,
think the old lady killed the
because she
wife
said because she said it's deeper than what you think it is. Like
because
when
she
she
knew her last words.
So the black lady, she was the one calling him
Yes.
Miss Nancy. So Miss
I
Nancy
said,
was
Nancy.
calling
okay,
Cross.
okay,
I
damn,
think it was
So
Miss
that's
Nancy
great.
because I didn't at first, but then she told Cross what her last words were, and I'm like, wait a minute
But see,
now.
that's it's kind of for me it's kind of weird because this is like why after you killed the wife, why you still fucking with this man?
exactly. You like,
Well, because she was pissed about the white girl.
You got the wife. This nigga is in
Yeah,
turmoil. That
why
nigga
are
like
you trying to get
that
a
wasn't
kid too?
that
that
wasn't
wasn't
enough for
enough
her.
for her. That was not enough for her. She said she wanted him to hurt the way that, and then I'm like, her hurt was based off of her wrongdoing, and I'm like, girl, she was, I don't know, she was so fucked up in the goddamn head.
She made the girl take her son's charge.
All right. So I might be alone in
Baby.
this. I might be alone in this, but when we had that reveal, I said she got
I
this
wasn't
white
mad at
girl
that. I wasn't
taking
mad at
that
that.
charge for that black boy. Yes,
Mhm.
that's what I'm talking about. There you go, Big Mama.
You know what's fun? You know what's funny about that? So I didn't finish the Tyler Perry Cross movie.
I ain't
Uh,
started.
You ain't missed nothing. I saw
so
that
I
shit
know
once when it first came out, and
I
I was
did
like, I'm
too.
good.
How was his little
I say
wig?
it. I think that was his hair.
It
I
looked
think
like
that
No,
was
this. It looked like the
that's,
same
I
hair
hope
that
not.
the boy had on
now
in
his.
Acrimony.
It's not.
Terrible.
I must say that's the
Terrible.
wrong word, Jay. It's never mind. I'm glad
I
enough
just
fits you.
can't see Tyler Perry as like an action star. Nigga, sit your chunky
Yeah.
ass down somewhere.
I mean, but hey man, hey, I was tripping because I was looking at Kiss the Girls. I'm like, I wonder how old Morgan Freeman was when he played this role. And
Shit,
then I
Morgan
looked at
Freeman been
it.
old forever.
It came out in '97, and he was born in '37. Nigga was 60 years
Ooh,
old.
You lying? Wait,
shit, was he?
stop.
The
Shit,
cra- the craziest thing in that though is in Alone Came the Spider came out 4 years later. And they gave that man a whole bunch of running roles. I said, why is this man running at 64?
how old was he in Seven? He was running in that too.
Seven was like when it was it like nine was it 96? I mean
Seven was 95.
he was 58.
Was he running this? Oh,
Cause he said, "Don't open the
a little
box.
bit.
Put it
Yeah, a little
down.
bit. No,
Put your gun down."
that was that towards the end piece.
Nah, he was running on
You
and
said what
Along
was he
Came the
born in?
Spider.
He was running along Campus Spider. He was born in 37?
1937.
Are you sure?
Man, unless they lying to me.
They just seem like
What did it say, Helene?
uh,
Because you looking it up. I see it, and I see the
Damn,
reflection in your glasses.
he was 62?
what?
God damn.
Yo, Morgan Freeman.
But this the crazy thing though, Jay. We say this, but we don't say nothing like that for Tom Cruise, bitch ass. Tom Cruise is 60 years old and he be
First
doing
off,
all that running.
you don't say all that
Well,
shit because you a Tom Cruise stan.
You know what I'm saying?
But
You be judging him for running all the time.
you sound like my son. My son will sit in that living room and watch every impossible. What is the impossible
Mission
yeah,
Mission
Impossible.
Impossible? He will watch every Mission Impossible back to front, front to back, and multiple times within a week. And I'm
it's
like,
like
son, really?
12. It's
And he loves them
It's
all.
seven. It's
He
seven.
loves them all. He'd be
They
like,
are good.
Mom, and he does his own stunts, and and he hit the wall, and he broke his fingers, and he broke his leg, and he kept running. And I'm like, shut your ass up. Don't nobody give a fuck about something
Hey man,
around here.
the new stunts in 8 coming soon. It's gonna be crazy.
but Morgan
Jesus.
Freeman,
Yeah.
unfortunately, his melanin
That's a stunt double for Morgan. I don't give a shit what you
What?
say.
Morgan, look,
Nah, that was him. I'm gonna tell you why.
That's an old stunt double.
I mean, because look, the way it went in 2000, I don't think they had stunt doubles like that. But then the crazy thing, they had his. You could just tell it was Morgan running, man. I don't think he would have made it to them places, but he was running.
It was a little old man run. It was a little deflected.
So with that being said, we good with. I feel like Aldous is just the perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Chill out. The perfect age for
I
the role.
agree.
Like you gotta I feel like mid-level, you know what I'm saying? Not too old, not too, you can't be a super young guy. Somebody that's kind of seasoned, been around the block, seen some shit.
38. He's only 38.
Yeah, no, he only a few years older than us. Well, me.
I don't say he's old. I'm older than that.
um, but we got to get into Ed Ramsey. So are y'all into the whole we know who the killer is and we just seeing how sick they are? Or do y'all want the twist of what they're doing type of situation? Jazz, I'm gonna start with you.
So I was curious of your thoughts because I know that you said you always want to see a movie from the killer's point of view. And I feel like you kind of got that from this. I don't mind it, but it's frustrating when our hero finds out and he's put on blast, similar to what Cross was when they were at that dinner table. Because I'm like, okay, you look like the crazy black man around all these white people.
It was perfect. That was perfect. That scene was
And
perfect.
it was perfect.
I was on the plane like, what?
I was so pissed off because I'm like, he said, he's a monster. Well, you're the monster. And he said, well, that looks fucked up, but don't let that distract you.
Ed played that shit perfectly. He played it perfectly.
It was perfect, but I still hated it because I said, Alex, run. Just run out the house. Take Ella and leave. Because I also think all of the people that was at that party is in on that cult.
I think the majority of them are.
You say in on the cult. Them Nick. Well, you talking about
I think everybody at that party except for Ella, even though y'all think the police chief ain't in on it, that bitch is in on it. We're gonna find out in season 2.
No, we seen the police that was in on it. He caught the right one.
No, it's the other one. It's the one that's on her way to be mayor.
Nigga, I was completely shocked about the pregnant girl.
I was. Now that was perfect. Yo, that was perfect. I said, who in the room with them? Who in the room?
What kind of mom are you to catch a body right in front of your unborn child? Baby. And then she said, honey, it's okay. Everything's all right.
And then to look into John's face and be like, no, I was dead ass serious about you being the godfather because I know I'm finna go to jail. Bitch, what? What?
That was a good twist. Because I was expecting a chief.
Good. Baby.
How do you have a mole that's all the way pregnant and she dropping bodies of your witness?
What did Ed have on her?
So I think it's because she had been trying to get pregnant and she had fertility issues. So he was able to get those connections for her. So she was just like, you know what? All right, who I gotta kill? What video do I have to send out?
You know what? Coming from, and I guess coming from somebody that has children, and these motherfuckers were not exactly planned. You know what I'm saying? So, you can't dangle motherhood in front of me and be like, hey, you want to get pregnant? Go pop somebody. As I listen to my children outside my room right now, I'd be like, fuck them kids. I'm not gonna do it. No, I'm not gonna do it. But then I didn't have fertility issues. So I can't see it from the aspect of having fertility issues and really, really, really wanting children. Because I got these motherfuckers and I was like, well, I'm pregnant. I don't know what to do. I guess. Fuck it. I gotta figure out how to pay for daycare now. Like shit. But you can't, I don't know. That is a hard road. And for her to have taken that and been serious with it, like when the time came, she popped the motherfucker dead on. And then, like you said, was like, oh, baby, it's okay. It's like, bitch, it's really?
I feel like this wasn't her first rodeo for real. I feel like this is not the first body that baby saw.
I agree.
And she loaded him up. Like that one shot she did in the head was enough. He would have bled out.
But do you think with her already being on Ramsey's payroll, when these things started to happen, do you think that's why she was so apt to be like, oh no, it's a suicide too?
I think so.
I
Yeah.
think she was mad. I think she was mad that the police chief put Alex on the case. Like she was already stressing at that point when she was like, "Oh my god!"
That's what
Like
gave it a
this nigga.
migraine.
Yes, because that nigga was not. Because she knew the nigga was not going to rest. Like everybody that knows Alex know he's not. Every movie that Alex is involved with, them niggas be like, "God damn, he's not gonna." This nigga
Look at this
already know
bitch.
the answer.
Look at this bitch behind me. Do you see her? She is mad at me. Like, bitch, why is you over here talking? You're supposed to be in this bed cuddling me. Look at her. She's upset.
Mm.
She said, "I
That's my
want to
white
join
bitch.
in on the conversation."
That's my white bitch.
But yeah, no, I think she was upset from the beginning. Now I feel like she had to sell it though, because every time she was still riding with Alex in the
Mm-hmm.
case of what was going on, because it was like, I mean, he's not wrong. But she never was like, no, yeah, I'm with it. She was just kind of like, I mean, what he's saying ain't wrong. And then like, this
No,
nigga.
she played that shit well. Because I'm telling you, I had until she literally popped that dude, I was not suspecting of her at all.
Right.
At all. She played her part very well.
Yeah, I was like, damn, I'm over here suspecting John,
Miss
but
Na-
it was
I was
her.
expecting John. I was expecting John. So John, the reporter, and
Mm.
then the FBI. Is she FBI?
Who you talking about? Oh,
The
The
one
one
that ended
John
up.
slept with.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
Was
yeah.
she on the prowl for Black Dick this entire series?
she
Because
was.
I feel like she would have definitely slept with Cross.
She
No,
would
she was
have.
trying to. He was. I mean, I ain't gonna say he was trying to, but he was definitely he was using he was using his power to flirt with her too, at the same exact time. Everybody was using that, but I mean, you gotta. I mean, as long as you don't cross the line, cross the line. I think it's okay. Uh,
I mean, I get that. Sis showed up to the bar like,
Nigga, look at the. Do you see two John and Alex Cross? You would have been trying to sit on that goddamn faces too.
look,
Seriously, come on,
turn this shit into challenges.
baby. Look here. Shit.
Old Spice.
Hell, even a raggedy little that little motherfucker. What's his name?
Bobby Trey.
Bobby.
Bobby.
Listen,
Look,
Bobby had me.
if you put an extra 3 inches on Bobby, no matter where you put him, I mean it.
Bobby had me wanting to fall in love with Shortman again because I said,
Right?
"Damn." I said,
Bobby,
"Damn."
Bobby, he was up in that bathroom. He was doing the coke, and he was listening to Lil Jon and them. I was crying laughing at that scene, man.
How do y'all feel about the soundtrack to this?
I enjoyed it.
It
I
was
enjoyed
good.
the
Yeah, it was good.
I enjoy things like that when it comes to it. Well, when it comes to shows like this, when they have a good soundtrack that kind of matches the tone,
It does.
matches the tone, everything.
I haven't seen there hasn't been a soundtrack that matched kind of the show and the tone for me since like probably like Insecure.
You
That
should watch
that
Reasonable Doubt then.
oh really? They had a good
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, Reasonable Doubt has a great soundtrack that goes with it. And now it is kind of loose. It's based around like Jay-Z. Like every episode title is a Jay-Z song, but they don't necessarily play a Jay-Z record. The episode just may be about what the theme of what the song is more so. But yeah, the music in that was really Bel Air, but that's more kiddish. And
Bel Air did have some good. And I need to go back because I haven't finished this last season of Bel Air.
man,
I gotta
don't bring that.
finish.
They just hurt. They just broke my heart.
Right?
They fit the end next season, and they shorten the seasons.
Yeah,
Bitches.
they might increase the length of the episodes though.
Fuck that. I don't
Oh,
need an
okay.
hour. I don't need an hour episode
Oh.
for 6 episodes. They give us 5 episodes, hour
Right.
episode. Like there was already 45, 50 minutes. Like
I was trying to find a compromise, Jason. Don't project your anger onto me.
that is one show that I feel could have gone at least 10 seasons because they never they went to school for 1 year and they still in that same grade.
Somebody
It's been
said
3 seasons.
they
They
should.
could have, yeah, they could have kept that
They
on and
could,
progressed.
they could,
They
they
could
not
have
even,
went to college.
they
Somebody
never
said,
going, they never gonna get to college. You're not gonna
"Oh
see
damn,
Carson as a peacock. We're not gonna never see
You stupid as a
none of that.
peacock.
let it
They
out,
could have
Jason."
done. I was gonna say they could have done. What was the football show, All American? How it kind of followed
Oh
them a little
right,
bit.
yeah.
They could have
No,
done kind of
it's not,
what All American did and
how,
followed them.
how did All American get 30 seasons?
That's
Because
why I didn't.
I stopped watching after I think season 3.
Me too. Some episode. It was so many. I
Yeah,
said, "This is too
I
much of a
don't,
commitment." I
I
couldn't.
don't think I went back after season 3.
Man,
But
man.
what do y'all think about the cast to this series? Because it was predominantly dark-skinned actors and actresses.
I'm great.
No,
I would like to see more of it.
I love that. I appreciate them. One thing me and my friend used to always argue about, which I never understood colorism at one point. So when you get like, okay, well, okay, I get it. So I appreciate them having the dark skinned wife, the dark skinned husband, and having children that match their complexion and not just this random ass light skin. Because you got people that throw that
Mhm.
shit out there to me. I mean, no. It doesn't happen like that. Not as regularly as TV have it. You always have two dark skin, a dark skin. Like how the fuck did Cliff and Claire have
All them high
Denise,
yellow
Vanessa,
children.
Sandra, and Denise? No, not
Was
Denise.
Yeah,
It's Denise. It's Denise. How did
Sandra
they come
Denise
from
was
that?
yeah, and Sandra was in real life. She's Creole, and Denise is half white in real life, half
Mm-mm.
Jewish.
Mm.
Yeah, no, I don't, no. But outside of that, I
I
enjoyed
approve.
this casting.
I
I
highly
enjoyed the
approve.
casting. Like
I get tired. Look, I get tired of seeing bitches that look like me on TV. I highly approve. I want to see some. I want to see some 4C hair. I want to see some nostrils, and I want to see some brown.
Yeah,
I approve.
same,
Bring it
same.
back.
um, Ed Ramsey. And I know, Jazz, you asked me. You kind of see, the stuff being played out, but I appreciate that he was a very sick man, in how he was doing it, and in how he created his Bible. That was kind of wild.
Mm.
What did you think about him and his motivations?
You asking me?
Yeah,
Uh, I'm not gonna lie. Series like this made me paranoid. Add to my paranoia of dating because he was
bro.
very, very strategic with how
Mm-hmm.
he was picking her and then to pursue her. And you got cult members over at the coffee shop,
I'm gonna say, but he had a little network of spies too.
right? Taking pictures and shit. And the excuse he gave her, I don't show my real face because sis, I don't care if I would have left. Like,
No, no, that shit wouldn't have worked on me.
all the red flags were there. But like he was, yeah, that he was a straight up predator.
Yeah,
It was,
it would have been like this, just flat, just waving, bitch. No, just go home.
yeah.
Talking about you don't show your goddamn face. But the killer, like it was interesting because they didn't really show necessarily his backstory, but they did speak about it when he was talking to the older lady
Mhm.
about how he amassed some of his money was that he was blackmailing her husband because he didn't get rid of the footage from him being a dirty old man. And I'm like, because where is this man just getting this unbelievable amount of money? Like, where's this money coming from? Oh, you deal in secrets. What show was that? What movie was that? Or motherfucker's like, I deal in secrets. Oh, I think
Mm.
it was one of them the Katniss Everdeen show movies.
So,
Catching Fire? No. What is it? The Hunger Games.
oh, I never seen
Oh
them.
yeah, me neither.
Oh, see, yeah. Because their whole thing is like we don't deal in money. We don't need to deal in money. We deal in secrets. Secrets are better than money.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Because
true.
if I keep your secret or have your secret to have dangle over your head, I can get whatever the fuck I want. And that's what Ed was doing after, especially with his little network of spies. So, because I was like, where is this dude making all his money from? Like, how is he? amass this much goddamn money. But no, old girl was dumb as shit. Because you ain't gonna meet me somewhere, look totally different, and be like, well, I don't put my face on the internet. Okay, bye.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said, man. I said, I'm glad this is a white woman because I would like to assume that a black woman be like, nah, you lying, you catfishing, bitch, get out my face. We done with that. But then you got Amir, not is it Amir? The one before that who got killed, who tried to go on a date with him, and he got finessed too.
Oh, and then when they said the boy was gay, and the mama was like, "You think I didn't know you lived in my house?"
She did a really good job with her scene too. She didn't have many, but she did a great job with the scene. And she was just, he told me, I'm gonna either if it's between the pork and this turkey bacon, you gotta go. He said, now I got a refrigerator full of turkey bacon and
That
no
was so
him.
sad.
I was like, oh my God, don't make me fall out of it. Don't make me fall out now.
I felt bad for her because turkey bacon ain't good.
At all.
I
At
said, damn.
all. It's just
So I'm like,
not.
what you gonna do with all of that? You gonna cook it? Damn, sis.
You gotta try to do something with it. Cut it up, put it in something or
Feed the
something.
hood. Feed the hood.
Feed your
Okay.
hood.
Yeah, the sister was pissing me off, but I felt bad for the mom.
Yeah, I thought the sister was somebody from Zatima, but that's not that woman at all. They look alike, but that's not her at all. um, but yeah, what did you think about Ed Ramsey? I mean,
He is calculated as hell, but you know what? He's calculated, but he is not as smart as he thinks he is in some aspects. You never want to you never want to think that you are the smartest person in the room.
Mhm.
And he would boast about being the smartest person in the room. So it's like you knew he was going to fuck up, especially when it was like he was basing these things off of these dates.
mm,
So he had to make sure that he hit these dates, or else, they wouldn't come back around, or he'd have to wait a year or even 4 years for the Eileen Warnos one. So, I mean, he was calculated as hell, but he just wasn't as smart as he thought he was in the long run. And he got way too goddamn cocky. Because if he hadn't gotten so cocky, I don't think he would have gotten caught.
he would have gotten off, but Bobby Trey told him, he was like,
Bobby
bro,
definitely, yeah.
he said, Bobby, leave. Not Bobby. Bobby told him, hey, leave it alone. Don't grab nobody else. Don't. But then like you said, he seen them days, and he was like, fuck it, I'm going for it. I'm finna, like, bro, we still in the mix of this stuff, and like he said, he told him at cross on the case, like,
Yep.
but I felt like when he did that, that's when he tried to kind of get chummy, with him at the same exact time. Like Cross never even like it was it. I like that too. They only talked to each other was the first episode, I think, at the dinner.
Mm-hmm.
They never seen each other again until the next dinner, if
The
I'm not
next dinner,
mistaken.
yeah.
Which is that's dope. Like it's a thing of these people are doing things outside of each other. But that man, he was super calculated. He got that lady to try to go kill Cross, and he gave her a gun with blanks in it. Like, why didn't she check the gun? That's the second thing. I'm like, what? Like, I don't know
Because
how you
she's
could.
a, cause
I
she's
don't,
a crackhead. She wasn't worried about checking that goddamn gun. Shit.
but you was gonna use it to kill somebody?
Nigga, she was a crackhead. She was like, oh, gun, bullets, okay. She wasn't checking to see if them shits was real or whatever, or if they, man, please. That lady was a crackhead for real.
Mm. Man, yeah. It was I
No, he
felt
was calculated as shit. That videotape, when he played that tape for everybody at the party and they started ding, 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 and cell phones started going off, I know my neighbors was pissed at me because I was hooping and hollering at the TV. I'm like, this motherfucker.
Man,
No, he didn't.
man, but it also got me. You talking about tapes being played? What about the karaoke machine when they was doing karaoke and they played the murder tape? I said, bro, these niggas
Nigga.
is. And the crazy thing is that the lady was so crazy. She just wanted to be there to see how
yeah.
they interacted with this situation. Like, bro, that lady was crazy.
Oh yeah, Miss Nancy was a whole fucking mess.
Yeah.
Miss Nancy was a whole ass mess. Cause I was like, I know good and goddamn well this old black lady, and then her story started coming out them last two episodes. I'm like, oh no, bitch, you got to die. I'm gonna have to kill you now.
When
You got to die.
So Jazz, like I remember, when I watched the other, when I watched Kiss the Girl and Long, I figured out the crime within 5 minutes. I knew who it was and what it was gonna be. Now, of course, some people didn't come out until the end of the story, so you didn't know them. But I knew who the main player was. And this motherfucker, I knew nothing. I was like,
Mm-mm.
I couldn't figure. I said, what? Nancy, when she was like, "Oh, y'all can come to my cabin," I'm like, "Wait, she isolating them? That's kind of crazy." And
Right?
she's just gonna be there.
Yeah.
I'm just offering if you need it. And Alex just like, "Oh yeah, you do that." Like, Alex, come on, bro.
Here I am. Damn, she nice. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, they're going to a safe place. But then I thought it was
Because
like, I'm gonna give you my keys and y'all
yes,
go there. But when I saw her there with them, I said, why
One
you
car.
here?
but she made it a point to make it seem like it was Alex's idea. She was like, "Well, I have this, but no, well, and he's like, "No, no, no, that's great. We're gonna do that." Like she made it feel like it was his idea. Not that she was throwing it out there, but like, I'm just gonna mention it and then he's gonna take the bait. So when it came down to it, it was like, well, I just said I had a cabin. It was you the one who told these motherfuckers to come out here, like situation. Oh no, Miss Nancy, but look, Miss Nancy
Man,
she
did
had some
some
she had some smarts about her.
Her
I
son
that
was
did.
like, wait, we not out here to kill Cross?
Yeah, her son.
You trying
Now
to kill the
that
kids?
damn son was stupid as shit. He was fucked up, but
and a lot of this stuff is like it does come. It's not so it's a different story, but a lot of this stuff does come from the old, like from the old like the old movies or the books, I guess, because they do come from the books. Because
mm-hmm.
like in there, though, in Along Came the Spider, the lady tried to get the guy to kill the kid, and he was like, I don't kill kids. Like I'm not doing it. And she was like, oh well, fuck it. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. Then I'm gonna do it. You ain't
Bye.
gotta worry about it. You ain't gotta worry about it. So that was dope to see that. But then that motherfucker was crazy. That nigga was crazy. He was just like, and it's just funny how they were just popping up in just little random ass spots, and it was like, oh shit. Then as you thinking like, oh, remember that one time I thought about, and he kept getting the flowers at the job, and people was like, man,
Yeah,
you,
Was that them? Like,
yeah,
why?
yeah.
that was him. The
Because
son was
it
the
showed
son
the
was dropping
son
them
was
off.
the one that was dropping him off at the house because he
So
dropped him off at the house.
so why?
They was
Why
just
was they
fucking.
spending
Fucking
their
with him,
money?
They was just
fucking with
fucking
him.
with that man.
They were fucking with him.
But like flowers? And send him a riddle or something. Like it's like flowers? Like, what are you doing?
This is not the Riddler, ma'am. What is you
I'm
talking about?
just
Sending him a riddle
what are you just dropping off flowers for that don't I mean I think he
because
probably
they
got
were making it because they were making it initially seem like he had like a
an
crazy
admirer.
stalker admirer, and he
Right.
was the he's the great Alex Cross. He done news reports. People see him on TV. They know him, and da 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 da. He just got an admirer. So they were playing up the fact that he was a public figure and that he looks goddamn good, and he ain't got no wife no more. So we gonna send this motherfucker some flowers.
I just it just don't like he didn't feel like he was, I guess life was threatening. He's just like, okay, whatever.
That's
I don't know.
psychological warfare. Because but just think about it. If you constantly get flowers, you're not thinking of it as a gesture of malice. You're thinking of it as, okay, that's a nice gesture. And you will eventually drop your guard in conjunction to whether it be deliveries or flowers or whatever coming from people. And you're like, oh, it's just flowers. No, these motherfuckers crazy as shit.
Yeah,
but I
and it's like,
guess I don't know. I just feel like what until the flowers had a picture of his wife in it, y'all could have saved that money on them first dozen that y'all sent. Like,
Jazz is looking at it from an economical
I'm just
standpoint.
thinking, like, probably those first five, he didn't think nothing of it.
Mm-mm.
You should have just started with the flowers with the picture of the wife.
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't say he didn't think anything of it because the fact that the flowers was coming to his house freaked him the fuck out. It's one thing for some shit to go to your job.
That's true.
You know,
That's true.
like I walk around with a logo on my shirt all the time. You could find where I work.
Right.
But for you to send some shit to my house is a little different.
Yeah. And then he got the phone call.
Yeah.
man, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I do think this was well written. Like I said, after the first episodes, I don't know how to feel about them. Oh, Shannon. I do feel like she did feel like a smart smart victim until the time it came to actual time for her to be smart. Like I don't know what she did when she was running. She got out and started running and made it
She
to
should have stabbed him. You should have killed him in that room.
like
I don't understand it.
she
Yeah.
got to where the guy was. I mean, got to where that lady was who was smoking the cigarette. And lady was just like, huh, "What the fuck is this?" Like she's sitting there like,
There's always so very little self-preservation in these moments. Like I'm, oh, bitch, no. I, you're gonna have to kill me in that room because I'm not gonna relent. Not when I have tasted a little bit of freedom, I'm not going to relent. And then that poor little man that was fixing the goddamn room ended up dying for
oh
her.
damn,
I was so mad
yeah,
at that.
his old stupid ass. Because I
I
would
was
have
like,
been,
oh,
I would have been on the phone call once I heard her and I seen, oh, we calling the police and I'm looking like, bitch, why are you in here? Well, what? Oh, that nigga gonna kill both of us. That like I'm not like why was he like
Not you
nothing clicked
asking,
in.
why are you in there? What are you doing?
Are you abducted?
he asking her, why are you in here?
Are y'all role playing?
Exactly.
Right.
That's you know what I'm
Asking
saying?
her, asking her why is she in here. She like this. How the fuck you asking her why she in here?
Hey, look, my mind instantly went to Strange Darling. I don't know what these niggas be into nowadays. They could be into anything. It could be that. It could be that. Like, nigga, you fucked up the game. Like, put it back. Put it back.
No.
Nah, bitch, you were
Jason,
about to die in here.
Jason asking questions. You see her
Right.
tied up. What, you all right?
I done got killed over here talking to this girl gagged and blindfolded.
Right.
Dumbass nigga. Now you dead.
Because if I'm telling you right now, there are gonna be one of two things that's gonna happen. Well, no, it's gonna be one thing. If I open a cabinet and it is a bitch hogtied with some shit around her foot like this, I'm going to immediately grab my phone, dial 911, and get the fuck out of the premises.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna sit around and wait because whoever hogtied you is around here somewhere.
Close.
So I'm not gonna stand here and wait to also get hogtied and stuck into a cabinet.
It was
No,
he wasn't working by himself, right?
he
Somebody was
was, and
with
he was with
him.
somebody else.
Why the other nigga never made it?
I think the other guy left early and he just had to do the finishing touches.
Possibly.
But
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
Okay, so if she's hogtied, do you try to like take the stuff off of her, or do you just close the door back?
I'm going to, well, and that's the other thing. I'm not going to have my back to the door. You see that door right there? You see that door right there? I'm not going to have my back to this random door that leads to wherever. Either I'm going to lock that door, or like I said, I'm gonna call 911 and get the fuck out that door and hopefully come back. Hey, yo, I had to leave the situation in order to contact you people.
It's a white bitch in there. It's a white bitch in there.
So Helene is leaving her. Jason,
I might. I'm not even gonna lie.
I'm dead clearly because I'm gonna be asking questions. I would be confused as fuck.
Oh no, I'm not asking no questions. I would rather just call 911 and let them ask the questions. I'm not asking no goddamn questions.
Yeah, that was wild. Him moving like that he was a reckless man with this nigga, but he was so sick. He wanted to replicate every situation. He force feeding people food. Then that nigga with her, he killed her.
The teeth were killing me.
Man, he put the fake teeth in her. He fake killed her. Let her come back alive.
Bruh. I said, no, because when I first saw that scene, I said, y'all police force is so fucking trash. Y'all had a week to say this bitch. And then when he brought her back, I said, oh, this bitch ain't dead. And then when he gives you the backstory as to why he did it like that, man, look, I said, damn, he's sick as hell for real.
That's some crazy calculated shit though. That he was remaking these deaths
right
down to the most minute, like the smallest, what they drank, their last meal, what their last words were. I mean, you are fucking a bitch's teeth up on purpose. so that she can look completely like Eileen Wuornos. Like that is crazy.
Do you think he was? Do y'all think he was actually having a conversation with them? Well, with some of them, because I don't think he talked to all. Do you think he talked to some of them people?
Yeah.
The cult people?
No,
No,
the
it said that
killers.
he had actually talked to some of the killers.
Oh,
Because that was like, how did he know some of these words? And it was like, shit, he was reaching out, having conversations with him.
I think he did.
I don't know. He seemed like a
I
liar
think
for real.
he was
I
so
don't
he
think
was
that nigga, he might have told a joke, but the nigga one line, he was
but
doing
that's just
exactly
and
what he
that
was.
exactly. I agree. I don't think he lied about anything necessarily.
Mm-mm.
I don't think he necessarily was lying to people because you saw when he took old girl out on her first date, some of the shit he was saying. I'm like, bitch, are you listening to what he is saying? Because
Did you see the museum they were at?
that shit sounded a
Yo,
little funny.
No
they was
phones.
the museum. They was like, wow, it was like death art exhibit.
Yeah,
Like I
But
do
she,
horror
like
shit. That's my
carcasses
vibe.
and
but she
right.
was she was
But
into that too, though. That's the
she was
crazy thing. Like she could speak to it. Like it
yo.
wasn't just like her
So
knowing. It was like she was speaking
don't
to
that
it. Like
seem
she,
Yeah.
like putting her hand up and then she let me put my sanitizer on. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
nah.
man, that was
I
crazy. Like
mean, okay, so I'm not mad at that museum because I think I would go. Like, but like, did y'all see? I don't know if y'all because it came out some years ago. The Body Works exhibit that came to
I
the
do
National
remember
History
that.
Center. That shit was great, and it was literally people skinned. Like they took off their outer layer of skin so you could see the muscles and the circulatory system. Shit was awesome. I went 3 times. Shit was great. I would get fucked up because that killer would take me to that museum and fuck me up.
Yeah, Helene about to get snatched up.
I might.
Whew.
But I'm gonna fight. You gonna have to put some time in the gym to lift these 250 pounds.
He gon' the way that he was because didn't he put something in her hand sanitizer
He did.
which had her pass out?
He
fentanyl.
did.
He put fentanyl in it, but I didn't know it was that strong. It's people that actually
Oh yeah.
that take
Lord.
there's they said that they, like when they deal with it, they got to put on gloves. But
Mm-hmm.
it's like, but you got people that can just take fentanyl and just walk the earth like just nothing happened. Like
Oh
what is
no,
it?
but have you seen those people?
I
There's a big
work.
there's a
I hired one.
big there's a big influx of them like in Philly and they just have a whole area where they're like zombies.
Yeah, yeah.
So no.
We ain't got
Yeah.
that in
I
shit in
don't know.
Florida.
Y'all
Y'all
got
got
bath
bath
salt.
salts. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they got that.
Y'all was out there, motherfucker was on bath salts eating people. Y'all
that
ain't don't
was
discount
Real zombies.
Florida.
that was before I got here.
Right.
They gone.
We've got reports of a man on a bridge that seems to be gnawing on what we have been told is a human hand. Yeah,
I
that was
remember
a
that
thing in
headline.
Florida.
It was. I remember that. I said, "Yo, Florida is crazy. I would
And
never move there."
I was like, bath salts, like the shit, like Epsom salt, nigga. What is a bath salt? I'm like, I had never heard of bath
Took the
salts.
episode and put it in the blunt and smoked it.
I had never heard of that.
It'll have you seeing your food.
What?
If you see Sausage Party, that's what he was on. Bath
Yeah.
Oh
salts.
yeah. You
Yep.
said seeing your food. I'm gonna say,
Jason
wait.
got scared.
I was like, what?
Jason, he was about to ask me, Chaz. We gotta talk.
That's why they be eating people. They think they food.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, imagine gnawing on a hot dog and man.
And it's actually a finger or two. Yeah.
Man, goddamn. Bro, I
God
put
damn,
you.
these chicken nuggets is delicious. Those are not nuggets. Those are toes. What are you doing?
Niggas.
I be telling niggas my toes is nuggets.
You're sick. This nigga is sick. He like sweet and sour honey mustard, nigga.
They be putting hot sauce on it like, oh, buddy did
Jipping
it.
them.
Don't be a menace to
Oh, don't
society.
be a menace. And then I gotta pick that. I don't need
Nah, they
that.
ain't gotta do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh no, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Them toe critters. Them toe critters.
Shit, not over here.
Them toe critters. I gotta get that out.
I don't need that.
I like that.
Having a toe critter between your teeth is crazy.
Crazy.
Crazy work. But Jazz, you said you enjoy. So Jazz, you enjoyed this. You enjoyed the sex scene that they had in this.
I was wishing that was me.
I didn't love it.
She even
They
showed a
did.
titty. How did you not love that?
I
I was
mean,
trying to see
yes.
his dick, but I know that he married. He probably wasn't gonna show nothing. I was like, can we get something? Because the fellas got something. Can we see some cheeks or something?
That's what I was at least hoping. Some
But
cheeks.
Dang, it
I
was
do
nothing.
I enjoyed the Ready for Love music playing during that scene though. I really
That was a
appreciate
good. That was a good song choice.
but I will say my favorite I think my favorite scene is still in Reasonable Doubt of the year. It's still in there. But I will say my favorite scene from this show was when he finally apologized to Two John at the end. That was a real
That was such
a
an
very good
aggressive
moment.
apology. That's why I liked
It
it.
was a nigga apology,
I was
but
It
it
gonna
was
was.
ask, is that how men apologize?
motherfucker.
Like, is that? Oh,
I've been fucked up recently. I'm no. Mm-mm. I've been fucked up a lot, and I ain't did it, but I need. So can you help me? Yeah, me a motherfucker. Let's go.
Yeah, Two John's response was so cute. You had me a motherfucker. That's such a bromance.
It kind of it remind me of that meme. I think does it come from? I think it comes from. What is it? To Sopranos, or it may be Dexter with a guy. Surprise, motherfucker. Let's go. That's what it reminded me of when he said it. I was like, man, that shit was hilarious. But yeah, I enjoyed that apology though. I thought Two John was out of here. I don't know how he survived it. Like, and dude checked the body. Like, I don't know
Me
what the
too.
it's called plot armor.
I was like,
yeah.
damn.
It
I was
was
thinking, I was like, yo, y'all can't kill off Two John, and y'all can't let this man die in the woods by himself. That's fucked up. Now, I will say, one of the most fucked up parts was when Alex was going at Two John and was like, "You ain't got nobody." I was like, "That's personal. You didn't have to bring that man's love life into this argument."
man, which was crazy. I thought the lady he was at the thing where he was married to, and I was like,
Yeah,
damn, what?
that was a motherfucker he was just dating and talking to.
He said, man, you can't be like that with the girl, man. No, you can't be like that. I said, nigga, I'm with my wife. What the fuck you mean? I can't be like that. Nigga, I'm supposed to tone it down for you? Nigga, no.
Nah.
But I understood Two John too, though. I ain't gonna lie to
I
you.
thought you know what? I really thought that the argument in the locker room was like a fake argument. Like they was doing that shit to make it seem like they wasn't cool so that the police force could hear them and then like, oh no, Alex went off and nigga, I didn't think they were serious until they were serious. I was like, oh no,
When
that's a
you
real ass argument. Like they serious.
after he turned him in, I knew everything at that point with them was gonna be at a standstill
Oh yeah, a
to a
little
certain extent.
sketchy.
It was gonna be kind of like a distant type of thing. But I really appreciate them playing the friendship and just showing. I think Jazz, you brought this up one time. You just seeing black men being vulnerable with each other, but
Yeah.
also confiding in each other, but also apologizing because the situation. Because we talked about that recently in our previous episode about sometimes sisters beefing and how those situations go. And we talked about how men situation. This is I think a great example of how those situations can go. And I mean, you got like in Bel Air, I think you have Will and Carlton. They get it in, they gets it
Mhm.
in. They gets it in. And I've been on Wills and Carson situation. I've definitely beat the fuck out of my cousins before. So I get it. But once you get that shit out, clearly I was on top. So we cool, right? That what you said, Jazz? I won. Cause
Oh, yay.
we cool again. You remember you said if you lose, you can't be cool with them. Cause
Nah,
you
they
can't put
did
my
to
face
you.
you can't put my face in the dirt. I put these nigga face in the dirt and we cool to this day. I
Oh, so
appreciate that.
that means that they need to work on their
I face in the
acceptance.
dirt. Well,
Because if you beat their ass that bad, I wouldn't fuck with you no more.
right?
I'm like, we're not family no more. You're done to me.
I mean,
Shit, I don't know.
it's all good, man. It's all
Because it's
good.
like you know when you beating somebody ass real bad to where it's just like, okay, this fight done. But if you just go that extra distance, nah.
That's fucked up. I ain't got my ass whooped like that before though. I hope not to. Knock on wood. I hope not to. But
No, I don't want to
I
get. I
no, we
don't,
can't be friends after that.
I don't want to get no more. I don't want to get. Well, I think I owe two fights in my life. I owe two fights, but I don't want to get no more fights in my life. I owe two. They got to be cashed in whenever it happens. They got to get cashed in. But I don't got no fights in me. No
I
more
know
fights in
one
me.
of them.
You know both of them, but yeah,
But I know no one of them.
know
Wait,
both of them actually.
for real?
So you know them both.
Yeah. Well,
Damn.
actually,
Oh,
we got two in the possible. Let me say that then.
oh
Shit,
shit.
you
It's
know
not a
all
good.
three.
Not a two and a possible.
Yeah, two in the possible. So so
Jason
yeah,
ain't really that good in spades.
I am.
But
That's a lie.
since we were talking about black men friendships, I do think it was great seeing Cross in the position of being a very good father to his son. And granted, his son and daughter, but just the relationship between him and his son when they took that road trip.
Mm-hmm.
So, what vibes did those give y'all? Because you don't see too much very good black father son representation too much in shows. So I think this series did a great job with showing that.
I think it had a good balance. It
Hmm.
wasn't because a lot of shows you either see the extra super duper harsh father or you see the extra super duper lovey dovey, you know that shit ain't real father. But he has a good mid range between the two. Like he hugs his son, he tells his son he needs to kiss him on the cheek, but he's also like you see him get pissed off
Hmm.
with his son, but then you see him turn around and say, you know what, I fucked up, I apologize.
Right.
So it seems like he has a good middle ground. Like he's still the parent, you still gonna have to listen, but I'm gonna let you express yourself. But I want you to be affectionate. I'm gonna be affectionate with you, but I can still blow the fuck up.
Right.
Like it happens because I'm still a normal person and I'm still grieving. So this is what happens. So it was a good middle ground.
Yeah, I agree because he was trying like when they was on that road trip, he was being cool.
Mm-hmm.
Briefly, then his son asked him, um, what he asked him, what was he asked him about the wife,
Yeah.
or maybe he asked him, no, he asked him about why was because he got suspended for fighting for
Mm-hmm.
defending his dad, and
Mm-hmm.
then he said, was that what you was doing? And then he kind of like pushed back against it. It was like, bro, this is the one time you should go ahead and just fucking talk. Why are you pushing against the conversation? But when niggas go nigga at the end of the day. And that's what I appreciate. And Alex was a nigga. The other two Alex Crosses, them niggas is like perfect niggas. Like perfect,
They
perfect.
were.
Like, but Morgan, he had no family though. Here, he had his mama, but outside of that,
Yeah,
they
that's
was
because he was 100 years old. What fucking family was he gonna have? Shit. Morgan Freeman been old since now. I'm 43. That nigga been old my whole life.
But they were making
Like
him
you
but
mean?
they were giving him some pretty decent white women that he was into like
I
every
mean,
time. Like how he get Ashley Judd? Come on, man. She was like fresh out of college, bro.
and what was the other movie with him in the there was another one where he had another white girl. You like what? Like
But
that
they keep partying. He never kissed him,
that
but
ain't even reasonable.
he was doing some wild. Shorty had just look, man. Shorty had just
He was
got
just saving their lives.
Jazz. Look, no, he didn't save her. She saved herself. But look, Jazz, she was in the
Right.
hospital. He comes in the room and he rubbing on her forehead and swiping her. I'm like, bro, what?
What you mean?
You've never met this woman. Why are you rubbing her face like this your daughter? Like this, like this your wife? Oh my shoe. He was like, she's been through a lot. Like, no, dude, we can't do that. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? He's, come on, you gotta talk to me.
I would like to see what the script said at that point. Like walk in and lovingly stroke her, whatever cheek and struck her forehead as a stranger to her. Like the fuck, really? Cut that shit out.
She was like, we got the so
In what world,
since we got the killer, come to the
not in
house and
this
have some
one,
dinner.
is an
Come have
old
some
black
dinner.
man walking into some random white woman's hospital room and been like, oh, you know what?
He in there sleep next to the bed, like, bro, what? Nigga, what kind of police work is you doing?
Right. The fuck? Get the fuck
See,
out of here.
Alex wasn't weird. This Alex wasn't weird at all. Like, yeah,
Mm-mm.
you have like the typical black dad
Yeah, he was a normal person.
trying to balance and date. You know what I'm saying? Man, that was crazy.
I do love, look, I do some, it wasn't necessarily hate sex, but it was like that we didn't had a fight Now we gotta
Makeup.
fuck it
Like makeup.
out.
It's like
Yeah,
makeup.
like
Makeup
makeup
sex.
sex. Yeah,
Yeah,
like we
yeah,
had a fight. Now we gotta make up.
yeah. Man.
Was that their first time
I'm
having
kind of mad
sex?
at. I'm kind of mad at two
It
John.
was.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
because remember because you remember he turned it down the first
Hmm.
time.
I
She
would
was
have
she was
cried
ready.
myself to sleep. I would
Nigga,
have
can you
cried myself to
imagine?
sleep.
Can you
You still you
imagine?
still got the man. What you crying for?
Because I wanted to
Because he turned you down.
listen.
You can be. It's okay
Look,
to be turned
okay.
down.
No, 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 no. See, you are coming from the place of a man. Y'all get turned down. That is, it's in your nature to get turned down at some point. And you have probably talked yourself out of draws somewhere in life and have gotten turned down. As a woman, now men have bigger egos, but women's egos are just as fragile at some points. We cannot go to, there is not a woman alive that is okay with going to a man. And she kind of initiated that sexual encounter. She was the one that initiated it. And to look at a man in his face and be like, hey, and that nigga to look back at you and be like, nah, no, bitch, get out my house. Don't come back.
That's
You can't come back.
crazy. That's crazy.
You can't come. You turn me down because I have been in full-fledged relationships with a motherfucker that came home and was like, "Girl, I don't work 16 hours on this railroad. I'm tired. You better get your ass up. I don't give a shit about 16 hours on no goddamn railroad. You shit. You better pop a pill or take a honey pack or something."
That is crazy. That's
No,
crazy. Oh my God. Yeah, that's
we don't want to get turned. We are not. We have not been trained to be turned down for sex.
You think I was trained for that?
Yes,
I just got
I think y'all built like a strength
that
in that to be able to
that part.
tolerate it.
That part.
And I think it also could be because men are so easy to get sex from. So when you have one that turn you down, you just like, what? You got to go
That part.
contemplate life. That
Yeah.
might be your 13th reason for real.
Yeah.
Especially if he looked
That would
like
be
Cross.
that would be your
You know,
villain origin story right
it
there.
started right there.
he didn't give me some dick, so now I'm out here wilding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not beating niggas up.
Especially
I'm beating all tall, dark skinned niggas up that look like
Yep.
him. That's crazy. That's a crazy
Yep.
way. That's crazy.
Yep.
That's an interesting perspective.
Dead ass.
Uh,
Ask any woman you know if she has ever been actively turned down in the heat of the
I
moment
know.
for sex.
I know. Oh, in the heat of the moment.
Have you turned a woman down in the heat of the moment for sex?
Mm-hmm.
damn.
Yeah.
And how'd that work out for you?
Women are funny.
That means it didn't.
Women are funny,
I
man.
bet you did you talk to her after you told her no?
Talk to her. I mean, yeah, I lived there, so
Oh.
I had no choice but to talk. That's crazy. Like that's wild. But then like what yeah, that's crazy. It's
Oh
crazy.
no. And you live in my house and you turn me down for sex? Oh, nigga, please. You laying in my shit? You laying in that? And you turning me down? Ain't no goddamn way.
Mm, mm,
Ain't no way.
mm, mm, mm.
But
Niggas.
she said she would wait for him. She said,
Look, his only
This
saving grace, the only thing that would have saved him in that moment was the fact that you knew he was still mourning his wife. And he was still conflicted about being with somebody else, being in love with his wife, but still liking this other person. That was his only saving grace. Because if you had been any other nigga off the street and didn't have a dead ex-wife, you ain't turning. Man, please.
so I
That
get
was
okay,
his only saving grace.
so I think I've asked this question before. We're gonna ask it again. So Helene, I mean, I don't know if you dealt with this or not, but um in a new relationship, how long are you grieving over your dead ex?
How long have they been dead?
I just know to ask you. When you get in your new relationship, how long are you allowed to grieve over
I,
your dead ex?
if I am in a new relationship, I have passed the point of grieving. So I'm not. If I am okay with being in a relationship and have entered into a relationship, then I'm not grieving anymore.
Got you. Got you. So if you
So
got to end
we talking second.
okay, got you. So if you in your relationship and that does it do you grieve that or do you just be like, damn?
If if I'm in my relationship and they die,
Not them. Not them. An ex. One of your ex died. One of your exes
oh
died. You in the
oh
relationship
I
with
don't
somebody. You done. It don't matter. Is
I
you
don't give a shit.
okay? Okay.
No, I don't give a shit.
Jazz. I told you.
No, I don't care.
I told you, Jazz.
I I got a whole I got a whole ex-husband that I'm just counting down the clock. I don't give a damn.
Mm,
I got 2 life insurance policies on that one.
that's a little.
So, Jason, I somewhat remember this discussion. What did you tell me? What, like, you trying to prove?
I'm not trying to prove anything. I probably not trying to prove anything, but this was a great conversation to have because I was like, if you in a new relationship and your ex passed away, shit, that's just that
I
nigga.
don't
That's
care.
you done with him. Y'all broke up. You moved on. You
Unless
can't
I
just.
have, so the only way that that would be a factor is only if you have children with that person. And it's not necessarily that you're grieving that person, you are grieving for your children not having that person. Outside of that, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, because I'm just just thinking because some people they be like, uh, what? I don't know. I don't know how I go. I haven't experienced somebody I was with pass away, so I don't know how I would feel in that situation. But
Would that person be wrong? All right, so
The way you finna ask this question, I can already say the answer is yes, that person would be wrong. But
so
continue with your question.
if you're in a relationship and then the ex dies, would you be mad if your significant other whose ex just died, if they're grieving, would you be mad at them grieving?
no kids,
They have no children. I
never
can't
been
say that I
married.
would.
They was
So
together
it's
for
not that.
3 years.
And was this the relationship right before ours?
No.
Oh, nigga, no. You got to. You get 24 hours. You get
What?
24 hours to grieve, and then you need to bust the fuck up. I'm gonna give you that. If I we are gonna have a good talk. We're gonna have a talk as 2 adults, and I'm gonna ask you,
Did they
what
go
do
to the
you
funeral?
think it what do you think is a reasonable time for me to allow you to grieve for somebody that you have not been with in a significant amount of time? And you need to come with a good answer, and we can meet in the middle, but it's not going to be no exorbitant answer. That's the first thing. And
That
are you going
was
to the funeral?
that was the last person that was in love with.
Would you be wrong? Would you be mad if they went to the funeral?
Oh, Lord.
And they,
Okay,
because they was
so
close with.
I would have to channel. I would have to go to therapy about that because I would
Would
have
you?
to channel the adult in me.
Can I add a cherry on top to this? Would you go with them to the funeral if they asked you?
Fuck
If they
no.
asked me, yes, I would go to the funeral with
Mm,
them
You seen Jazz? Presume innocent. Did she go to the funeral? She was
I
like,
don't
nigga,
remember
because
the show.
what the fuck?
I watch a lot of shit. I don't
I
remember
right,
certain
too.
stuff.
right.
But that's why I say it was like as far as with him, I ain't saying somebody in the middle of it. Like the wife, he cheated on his wife. She knew about the affair.
That's different though. That's
What you mean?
that's different. So if I'm dating somebody and their ex dies, them grieving for that ex is not the same as me dating somebody and the bitch they cheated on me with died. No,
Oh
there's no grieving for
no,
that one. And there's
Oh
no
no, no,
no.
going
I
to
didn't,
the
I didn't, I didn't
funeral
say,
for
I didn't
that
say.
one.
But he was going to the funeral.
Yeah, it was crazy. But if it was
No.
my dude and he's just like, oh, such and such died. Kind of like what Ray Charles told Kerry Washington and Ray when Regina
Oh
King died.
yeah.
And he crying and shit. And he thinking she about to comfort him, and she said, "Nah, we got to go back out to this birthday party." So the
Lost the
ex
love of my
grieving,
life.
right?
Oh.
The ex dying is definitely
Um,
different than the mistress dying.
oh, most definitely.
Yeah,
Like,
nah,
ain't no
I
grieving
feel
for the side bitch. Like, no. Especially we was able to move past it. So if you extra crying,
did we
absolutely not.
move past did we move past it if I'm still crying?
Hello. Hey,
No,
Jason. Now
you
I gotta
can't
put him in the ground
actively
beside her.
that part.
And
You
I'm
can't
probably the reason
actively
why she there. I'm sorry, go ahead.
you can't actively grieve a mistress. That's no, that's not gonna happen. You cannot actively grieve the person that you cheated on me with. That is definitely not gonna fucking happen. You can grieve an ex-wife or an ex-husband. You can grieve an ex for a small abbreviated amount of time. The really and truly the only way that I'm gonna allow you
Oh
that
wow.
amount of grieving is when there are some children involved. If there are no children involved, suck it the fuck up. People die
Psych.
every day. Suck it the
Not you
fuck
pulling
up.
a Rico. Niggas die every day, B.
Them people ain't suck,
Every
but
fucking
they
day.
did suck my dick though. People like, oh my God. You want to say this is
Because look, if
but
you have not actively heard from this person, talked to this person, seen this person, nothing with this person, and then all of a sudden they die and you turn on the wall, like why? For what?
oh no, they definitely was
That should
conversing
be far and
something.
removed from your mind. Like let that shit go. Let it go. Let it.
Yeah.
You better goddamn
Now saying it that way.
They sent each other birthday texts though. Just birthday texts.
no.
I
You know
told
what?
you.
But I will tell you this: if you, I will not allow anything that I cannot do. So if you want to let your ex send you birthday texts, make sure you allow mine to do the same. Because nothing that we do is going to be one sided. So if you want me to allow you to do it, you better allow me to do it as well. And if you do, then that's fine. Do you, boo boo. But we will go tit for tat because if you allowing it, you need to allow me to do it as well.
Well, since we
But as a
since
whole ass adult,
since we here, so if they okay, so is it a situation of like if this has been happening, is it like you introduce this in the like in the new relationship, like, hey, sometimes my sometimes my ex hit me like tell me happy Mother's Day,
no.
happy birthday, Merry Christmas on text
Bitch,
messages, like
change your phone number.
That's even
damn,
funny to
Because
say
but you
out
know what?
loud.
But it's not
that'll be real growth for me if I change my number one day.
but it's not about me being insecure. It's about me, and it's not even about me not trusting you. It's about me not trusting that other person. Because if you give people enough access to you, something's going to happen eventually, whether it's something small or something large, something benign that I ain't got to worry about. Something is going to put you in a situation to where you either got to lie to me or lie by omission and not tell me the entire
Mm.
truth or something. Something's going to happen eventually. And why would you want to open yourself up to that? Just cut it off at the pass in the beginning. So whether you got to change your number or we got to call Verizon and block this bitch through Verizon, fuck blocking her through your phone. We gonna block her through the carrier. That way she can't call you. Because if
It's
you don't want to
possible.
change your number,
It's
no.
possible.
Hi,
See, and
Verizon
that's why
nigga.
It's
and that is
possible.
exactly why the number need to get changed. That right there.
You call Verizon and have them block a number for you.
This nigga
Oh
used to
yeah.
work for them.
Oh
But
yeah.
Only for 90 days though.
Oh no, you can prolong it now.
They changed it since I
You can
left.
it's 90 days and then it'll come back with a little thing that says, do you want to continue this for indefinite this bitch? Yes, I want to indefinite
You
this.
done blocked a few bitches, huh?
I have. I have.
Text. I like it. I like
I
it. She
have.
grown. I like that. I like that because man, these motherfuckers I be around, boy. Hell no, these niggas. They be having the high school sweethearts still be sending text
Oh
messages.
no, no. Like, why would you? But why would you set yourself up to potentially having? Because, like I said, it's not about whether I'm insecure or you're insecure or whatever. It is about you putting yourself. And I have three sons. I have told these Negroes from the get go. When you start fucking with girls, do not put yourself in a predicament to where a girl can say that you did anything to her. Whether you got to get a bitch on tape saying I consent, or you get a bitch to sign something, or you have a room full of goddamn people, never put yourself in a predicament to where it is your word against theirs. And the same rules apply for your relationship. Just don't put yourself in a predicament to where I have to question what you doing. Because if I know that you are to have not put yourself, or you have taken measures to not put yourself in that predicament, I'm gonna be on your side every time. Like, no, not he didn't do that. I know he didn't do that.
Yeah, yeah. There comes some raising, right? Trying to raise your kids, right? With understanding of what everything is in the world, man.
Look, and I know bitches lie.
Yeah.
And I'm one of them. Hell, I'm raising sons. I know bitches lie. I know they fucking lie. Shit. Hell. I ain't been 43 all my life, nigga. I look, motherfucking lie. Especially when they want something. Come on now.
Yeah.
They are not above reproach.
But you had me think of something similar to the conversation between Alex and Ella earlier. Is not telling the whole truth considered lying?
Yes.
Yeah. Truth by omission is
lying by omission.
I've learned it's a lie. It's a lie. I'm going back therapy next year. Fuck it. I gotta go.
It is a lie. I had a motherfucker tell me once that I didn't ask the right questions. I said, so he literally, like, he told me that he was like, well, you
Jay is crazy popped out. You seen it?
you didn't ask me if, yeah.
Yeah,
what?
I feel like I just got triggered.
Yes. No. Your brother put it up.
Haven't been.
Ask him. No, because he was like, well, you didn't necessarily ask me if I had sex with somebody. You asked me if I had da 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 da. I said, I'm sorry. I didn't know I need to be like, so did you have sex with Jazz today? Like, I shouldn't have to go to that extent for you to tell me the damn truth. Because he literally it was semantics. Well, you didn't really ask me that question. So nah, bitch, don't give me semantic answers. You are lying by omission, and you knew what you were and were not supposed to do. Like, let's cut it the fuck out. But yes, not telling the entire truth is definitely lying by omission.
Yeah,
definitely.
It is.
That is being grown with Helene. New segment on the Was It Good?
Like Jason got I don't tell the whole truth written all over his face.
Yep. I don't like that. Wait.
Yes.
Wait
all over it. He has, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just not gonna say all of it.
Leave out some details.
You're not wrong. See, I told the truth. You see that? You know what I'm saying? You're not wrong. But I am working on it. I am working it.
That's what we call growth.
Somewhat. That's why I gotta go back to therapy. I think I'm ready to sit down and talk. Actually talk.
Hi, Cross.
Okay.
Get you a black one.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been, you know, a lot of these shows, they have definitely been pointing me into the right direction. Lioness is definitely touching on that father situation in there. You got Cross definitely talking on that. Well, not dealing with, but learning how to one cope, but also parent at the same time. So yeah, it's a lot.
Because you ain't even got to leave your house now. They got Zoom therapy.
You do.
That's good to know.
You never did that before?
No, I've never. Therapy is at the top of my list for next year, though.
Gotcha.
You better get down on it.
Get down on it.
I love being able to unload on a stranger and then go about my business.
Yeah.
It's great.
You ain't gotta, yeah. I think that's the benefit in there. I just can't I want a black therapist, but I don't know if I want a black guy, or maybe a black guy that's challenging. Because it started feeling like my homeboy, and I was like, yeah, this ain't it, dog. You just feel like one of my niggas. I'm talking
to. Do you think that the reason in Cross that he did not want to go to a therapist is kind of in tuned with real life about black men just not wanting to unload what they got, like, in reality? Because that was a big part of Cross's issue is that he just refused to talk to anybody and he thought he could like fix himself.
Yeah. And I mean, Tujon called him out for that too, though. He was like, I mean, I know some you would tell to self-diagnose that that's wrong. So why are you doing it for yourself?
And the fact that he had a psychology degree, like nigga, you want people to come to you, but you are not willing to go to someone else to seek the help that you tell others to get.
I know Twitter is a like a snapshot of some people. And sometimes, you can be whoever you want to be on there, but I see psychologists and teachers and it's like, well, who are you teaching? Cause like, who are you helping? Cause I'm watching how you talk and move on here, and like you are dangerous, and that may not be who them in real life. They may be the most professional, but on Twitter or social media, be like, oh my God, and I wouldn't even reach out to you for help for nothing. Just based on how you think. If you sit talking to the youth or trying to help some adult boy, they got there's gonna be some problems out here.
But just because you can, and I have been akin to that, I've been able to look at a situation and diagnose it and still be a fucked up individual. I can't diagnose my goddamn self. I can't see my own issues, but I can see yours.
Okay. I like that. I like that as well. That's good. You're good. You're good.
Yeah, I've been able to look at something else, diagnose it, and be like, see, this is XYZ. You did it. And then when that finger is turned back on me, I'm like, oh no, let me not. Oh no, that's not what's up. I don't like that fucking finger. Don't point that shit back at me. And that seems like what Cross literally was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like for you to be a psychologist but not want to go see one, he did not want to turn that finger on himself and like do the internal work of whatever it is that he needed to do to get over his wife being killed. But I can't believe that the police force didn't make him go to like mandatory counseling after that.
Man, that nigga was closing cases. You think they gave a damn if that man went
He
and did
seems
that?
all right to us.
He's still working.
He
but
solving cases.
But then, like I said, the other cop, I feel like she's the only one that had the police video, so they probably didn't know the gravity of the situation until it came out. She was looking at it like, what because the police were like, what the fuck is this? What is this?
She's seen that video before.
You think so? I don't, man. The way she was,
I don't trust her. She's probably just like, all right, let me act surprised.
She finna be like the mayor
Let me
or
act
something.
surprised.
She finna be like a councilman or something. She ain't gonna need that. Shit ain't gonna matter. No.
That bitch is a part of the cult. I'm telling y'all, right?
I don't think so.
They got whole tattoos and shit. He got a whole book.
She didn't have a tattoo.
Did we see her?
We ain't seen her.
They showed
it's on her ankle.
She showed
all the people
she got a little tramp stamp ain't nobody seen. That's what it is.
Yo, putting a tramp stamp on your cult is crazy. Like, I would be so mad if I had a cult and I'm like, so that's where you gonna put it? If you don't put that shit on your wrist.
Man, look, that's how it go, man.
When is the second season supposed to come out? How long we gotta wait for that?
Hopefully next year. Because like if you go to their profile on like Amazon Prime, because it has season 1 and 2, and I said, damn, Jason, it's 2 seasons of this shit. Like I gotta finish this in a week. He was like, it's just season 1. Season 2 had like 3 episodes, but nothing was there.
Oh, okay. But interesting. So maybe they might have recorded everything already and just that's how they already know they're getting a season 2. But look, because I hate motherfucker. I'm still waiting on Wednesday season 2. Well, I don't know when that's coming back out.
They just wrapped, so I think they're gonna post something on social soon. But that should be coming next year. I'm definitely excited for Wednesday. That was a good ass show. I think,
what is the show that my son watches? Oh, Stranger Things? Don't them
That's next year
take, like years?
2025 is going to be a great year for shows. I can't wait because like Yellow Jackets come back. By the time Stranger Things come back, them motherfuckers going to be in college. And 11 is going to be at 17.
Right. They're going to be full-fledged damn adults by the time this shit come back out.
Drake might make an appearance because he's gonna be like 11.
You
You're
know
not
what?
11 anymore.
We was just talking about Drake and the relationship that Jason has.
He's a stan. It's kind of
I
disgusting for
know
real.
that's what we was
It's pretty gross.
because Anthony is a K
I
dot stan all
That
day,
is, I am not a, I
all
am,
day,
I
every
don't,
day.
I need that confusion to not be a thing. Jason is
it's
not a
it's a
stan of
it's
these
been
niggas.
admitted on too many different people's podcasts, Jason,
Not for
for real.
stan, not stan of Drake.
Is it more than two?
I've never
It's
said
three.
I've never stan Drake. No, don't believe that. That is a lie. I am a fan of Drake. I am a
Hmm.
fan of Kendrick
Like
as
Anthony's
well.
favorite little you. That's what he.
I am a fan, not a stan. I only stan Beyonce.
Mhm.
That is the truth.
Oh, you and Raya have so much in common.
But that's it. I don't stand these niggas. I can't stand niggas. They niggas. Come on now.
I
I don't
stand
Raya
even
would
like.
niggas.
Raya would slap her mama to get some front row seats to a Beyonce. Repeatedly slap her mama to get some front row seats to the Beyonce concert.
Jason probably would too.
Yeah. He's look. He seems like it's it's circulating in his mind. Like how hard should
She
I
man,
hit this motherfucker?
she would
Right.
have
How hard
she
am I
would
gonna smack her?
Is it
mama
gonna be an open hand? Is it gonna be a?
Jason said,
now I
this
gotta
might give me more tickets.
see now look at this. See, I would man. See now I gotta pull my Kendrick card. I wouldn't slap my mama for a Beyonce ticket. $1 million? Probably.
Oh
Who
yeah,
wouldn't? Who wouldn't?
I
I'm
mean, a
slapping a
million.
couple people for $1 million.
I'm like, I ain't gotta kill me. It's just a slap, right?
Yeah. I give her a couple 100,000. She'd be all right.
But what if they say you could be like, so when you slap her, your hand got to come from this, and it got to be a certain momentum that you need for it to qualify. And if it doesn't qualify, you got to do it again until you meet
Look
it.
here, my mama has been dead since 2003. She would come back and haunt my black ass if I ever said, no, I ain't gonna slap my mom. She would agree to let me dig up her remains to slap the shit out of them in order to get $1 million. I promise you,
This is two
Because
podcasts.
It is.
Nadine
It is.
Torgano was about her goddamn money. And if she wasn't about nothing else, she'd be like, get the money. And then bury me someplace else that I ain't gotta deal with my goddamn family.
The second podcast in a row, we digging up our family members.
First off, now we
I mean, it's we on the podcast technically.
Jason and Helene are digging people up. Let's drop some names because Jazz is not digging anybody up. Y'all wild. Jason dig his grandmama up for a recipe. At least Helene said $1 million.
A recipe that's more. That's what's worth more.
What was the recipe though?
So it was her biscuits.
Oh, my mama biscuits. Your grandmama biscuits. My mama biscuits.
Oh, the mama biscuits.
My mama biscuits. I mean, are we talking like buttery, like Southern biscuits?
It was some Southern biscuits she used to make from
mean,
scratch, and I asked her how to make them,
I
and she
get it.
told me men don't cook, so
Oh.
she wouldn't show me. And I was like, that's kind of crazy.
Oh,
But yeah,
well,
and then her daughter, which is my actual grandma, was like, I can show you how to say. No, I don't want you to show me. I want her to show me how to do
Oh,
it.
Jason, that's how you just rejected her.
right.
That was a rejection.
My great grandma was supposed to show me, not my grandma. No, I didn't ask her for that.
That's a rejection. She
kinda
offered
crazy.
her assistance, and you said, "Not
She
you."
did. She did. She was trying to make the situation better,
She was.
and
It's okay.
you brutally rebuffed her.
I love her. I love her. I love them both dearly. Shout
The
out to my
fact that
grandmas.
is she still around?
My grandma is. My great grandma passed away. That's why I was
The
so
fact
upset.
that this woman is still around and willing to bake you biscuits, you need to go over there right tomorrow and be like, yes, please.
Jason is basically saying her biscuits ain't that good.
So
that's what I'm feeling
my
like.
grandma, see my grandma was she never made it. She never made biscuits from scratch for me. She never did. She's never done that. Now you're right. At this point, I probably could get her to do it to see. But yeah, no, she was a go get the bag of biscuits. We can put them in there. I think it was like maybe Sister Schubert. I think, or maybe Mary something else. It was
Not
in a
the not
bag.
a bag, not the
It
bag
was a
of
bag of
biscuits.
biscuits that was in the freezer. She was super. She
Oh,
was
the
like
freezer section ones.
the
Yeah, yeah,
freezer. Yeah, the
yeah.
free. Yeah, them or just get the Grand's
Oh,
biscuits
your
bust them
grandmother
down.
I was going to say she was fancy because we had that you had to pop the top on there.
Man, you remember they,
I
you remember
used
they
to
used to
hate that shit.
you remember they used to pop like guns? But I used to be like,
Yes, that shit used to scare
I
the hell out of me for
and
real.
I would not I used to love cooking, but I wouldn't do it because of it. I was like, no, I don't want the thing to pop on me. Nigga, it's just a second of
It doesn't matter because I don't know when
It
it's gonna
doesn't
do
matter.
it. Like those and champagne bottles, I hate. I hate opening them because it
I'm
just
all for the
pops.
shit. I'm all for the
I
champagne. I
love
don't
it.
drink, but I'll pop a champagne bottle just because.
What you mean you don't drink?
I'm not a big drinker.
I'm sorry, say what now one?
I'm not a big drinker.
I don't. It doesn't compute.
I'm a smoker, not a drinker. So
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I
We
know.
we drank around here, so
Gang, gang.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
part.
But this was an interesting conversation. Very adult, but also silly. Did you guys have any moments or things from the movie or the show that y'all wanted to, not movie, but from the show that y'all wanted to address or talk about that we didn't?
I don't think we talked enough about that raggedy ass FBI agent.
Who are you talking about? The pregnant one?
No, that was the police captain.
Oh,
The FBI
we never
agent.
talked about the one that was messing with two John.
Yes.
What is she? So is she?
I don't
I
know.
mean,
She got some ulterior motives working that I think we're gonna see in season 2. I mean, we saw that last episode where she was basically trying to work something out with your boy, but I think there's something deeply rooted in that because she was way too
I don't, so
like she was way too eager to help. Like,
You
I
I don't
think
think
she's
she.
a
I
know.
part
think
of the
she,
cult?
I don't
no.
know. I don't know if
I
she's a
think.
part
I
of the
think.
cult, but I think she's on the take someplace.
I think she just like black dick. First off, but
That's true.
secondly,
It's pretty good.
I'm not mad at that. Why
I
would you
will.
not?
Right.
So secondly, in that situation, like Bobby Trey, while he was fucking evil, he only did. I mean, so are we saying he was involved in all 12 of these situations, or just those two
No,
where he
I think he
killed?
was involved from all of them.
You think it's about okay? So if he's involved in all of them, I
Because
agree.
how much money did he ask for that he didn't get?
It was like a million.
I thought it was
It
more
was
than a
two. It was two.
I
million.
Was
don't
it 2 million?
I don't know why I have 30 million in my head.
I was thinking 10 for some reason.
I
And we
don't
all
know.
got different
He was.
amounts. But it was something that was a good amount. So I'm thinking that he has knowledge of those other because he knows about the book and he knew how important that book was to him. So I think he has knowledge of
The
I don't
cult.
know. It may, yeah. I don't know if he dabbled in it, but I'm thinking he did because that nigga was way too eager to kill people. Like he
Yeah.
took joy in it.
That nigga, but it's like, but Cross was involved with him getting locked up for those 2 years though. Like Cross was involved with
Mm-hmm.
it. I don't think she did anything shady though. I think it was all a part of like,
Uh,
because I feel like it was like Bobby thought he got away, but there was like the trade off in that situation is we got the nigga that we need to get, and now we sending you to jail too. Now 2 years, I don't know why he got a deal in that
right.
situation, but I feel like Bobby Trey, he probably is for self-preservation, kind of like what you said. But I think Bobby Trey would be a good asset on that side, for
I think
somebody
he's gonna
like
turn
this.
snitch and gonna bring out some of the other cult members.
Possibly. I don't,
That's the only way
I
that
can't
I could
see
see him getting only 2 years.
I can't see him being that. I can't see him being a snitch because he'll get if he really he's that involved, they're gonna kill him. He wouldn't be around that long.
I don't think he's. I don't. To the way that he seems, I don't think he's scared of nobody. I don't think he's scared of anybody killing him, especially not them people from that cult, because he was their enforcer. So I don't think he's scared of any of them. But there's no way the police know for a fact, even if they don't know that he killed or assisted with killing them other folks, they know that he at least juked old boy, the little Asian dude. He should get more than 2 years just for that.
Yeah.
And that means that he definitely didn't die.
He couldn't
But
have. Not if they only tried to give him two goddamn years.
I don't think he died. But even in that situation, it's gonna look crazy as hell to be like, I mean, because now you got to put out all the dirty cops we have, and I feel like they'll try to bury that as opposed to trying to put that on his jacket because then it looked real crazy. He put all that information out there like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. But yeah, I definitely think I don't whatever she was doing, but we know, like I said, once you watch Linus, you will understand why somebody like her would
Hmm.
matter in that situation. Because they're working on something a lot larger than
Yeah.
what's going on in DC with their situation with their situation. So
When I watch
Bobby
stuff
Track may
like
be
this,
important.
when I watch stuff like this, I'll be like, it might be something so big happening out there, but we'll know nothing about it.
Bruh.
Hmm.
I feel like if you watch House of Cards and Lioness, you're gonna be you might go crazy for real between the two shows of stuff happening like in government and
Around us.
then yeah, and we just walking around here talking about $200 dates. Like,
Okay.
Man, I need you to finish episode 7 so we can get into that conversation.
I
Because
got about
nigga,
30 minutes left.
shit, the 30 is the most important.
I'll
And
finish after this.
I will say I liked also where they were not giving oh boy any accolades for what he did.
Oh yeah,
Because that's what
that
he
was dope.
wanted. He wanted the infamy.
So
Do y'all
you
think they
thought
really burned
so?
his book?
You
Yes.
goddamn right. What you gonna do with it? Ain't there's
I
nothing you can
at
do with that
first
book.
I at
That,
first
that,
I didn't think they were burning it too. I thought it was like, oh, it's some fake pages. Nah, he
right.
burnt that shit.
It
Because
was
that's
there was
evidence.
no, it's not. They
Nah,
already
not
got it.
now.
They already got all the information they needed.
Yeah. They don't
But
need that book.
I don't, I
But
mean,
that's
I
just it.
guess,
You could photocopy that book. You don't know if they made copies of that motherfucker. You don't even
They
know if
did.
that was the copy. They could have made copies of that bitch, put the
that's
real one in the precinct somewhere, and then burn the copy. Who knows? But they didn't need that book. They had his confession. He was literally confessing.
I definitely thought the reporter was more important to the story because I was
I
like,
did
man,
too.
I said, man, she the one that she the one that's fucking with the wife. Like I thought she was on the wife thing, and I'm like, bro, I got everything wrong with this bitch. God damn.
I thought the reporter had a bigger story because they kept trying to highlight her and how she. Oh, I got to get the story and the scoop and the da da da. I'm like, bitch, you ain't nobody. She literally could have not been in the story and it would have gone the same way. There was
Yeah.
nothing about her storyline or the plot of her even being around that really mattered.
And
do y'all,
it could have just been just that. Like it was just a situation of her trying to report the information out so people would know what was going on, what was happening, and she wasn't. So it was just another red herring. It was made to think as if she was going to be more
Mm-hmm.
important than what she was, and she wasn't. Sorry to cut you off, Jazz.
no, you good. It might be a situation of she'll be back in season 2, and then you'll see that relationship of the press with the cops, and then she might have a bigger role to play. So they might just be leaving breadcrumbs for us. But yeah, I don't think she added or anything
Yeah.
much to the story, but
Mm-hmm.
she might be important in the future.
Mm. We shall see though. It'll be interesting to see how they go with the next season. But I mean, it's a lot left open. I guess we closed the case on Nancy being the one that killed the wife. The bitch is goddamn canine. I'm about to look that. I'm gonna look
So
that
she did
again.
kill her.
This is
Yeah.
Helene said yes. I don't know. I'm gonna look at it again because I'm gonna give it to her. I'm not gonna say she didn't. It felt like it was more to it, truly. But I mean, they could have just closed that case, like closed two cases at once,
Right,
and
because
that'd be it.
you already know he going through hell with her passing, and then you wait, I guess, almost a year. They want to be Stu
That's
and
why I'm
Billy
telling you.
so
That's
bad.
why Stu and Billy. That's why Miss Nancy wanted to get so close to the goddamn family. I think she enjoyed the fact that she was like running his ass ragged, and she wanted to see it up close and personal.
She didn't have to worry about killing them kids though.
Maybe she was just crazy as shit. Let's just be honest. And she was like, because her thing was, I'm gonna kill your kids because this white girl killed herself. And she looked at that girl as her kid. So I'm gonna kill your kids because you killed my kid. Not taking any kind of responsibility or
Right.
accountability. That was the perfect red pill moment. I'm like, bitch, you fucking it up for the rest of us because you are taking zero accountability right now. But
That's
for the
true.
She would
fact
have.
that you put her in that predicament.
Yeah. I guess she felt like Alex was gonna be the one to get her off, and he sent her down the wrong path. I guess.
I mean,
Well,
So
But
that
had she
was
been
kind of
there,
funny. Alex said, "Yeah, you can't save her. That bitch is crazy." And they said,
right.
"Actually, send her to jail."
she said she do like she
He's
do
like,
she
she
get a
can't be
year,
saved.
2 years, it'll be all right. No, that nigga said no. She
Alex did it for the culture. He said, "Oh, I'm about to get this white bitch locked
But
up."
but the killer part was the crime because remember they did like
Yeah,
a
a flat.
flashback of the crime with her, of course, doing the murder because we thought it was her. But like, bitch, you was crazy. You looked crazy as shit. If I thought that you were legitimately the killer of that man, I would have said there is no rehabilitation for you either. Because you are a cold blooded, calculated killer who walked up in this man's house, whooped his ass, beat him, and like did all that while looking him in his eye. Yeah, you don't seem like you should be out in public no more. And then so you, as Miss Nancy, was like, "Hey, little white girl, look at you with your blonde hair, little white girl. They not gonna give you no time." What? What?
I mean, they should have brought up, they didn't say the white girl, and they should have, John, but what's the name? She killed the kid and she's scathed free. Like you
You
can do
talking
it.
about Casey Anthony?
Yes.
Yeah.
When you said Jonathan, I said not Jonathan Majors.
No, I was gonna say John Bonet, but I feel like that was wrong.
They never found out who killed her.
Yeah, they
But
still
that
trying to.
the
They were
kid
saying
name
the
is John
parents, and
Bonet
then not.
Ramsey, right? That's the
Yeah,
kid name. Okay, that's
Yeah.
why I didn't. I was going to say that, but I was like, wait, that's not. I think that's the
I've
kid.
seen so many
Are you trying to
documentaries
think of
on that.
Casey Anthony?
That's why. Yeah, that's why I was
That's
trying to
the
get
one
to.
from the kid was in the trunk.
Yeah,
She out partying.
and this bitch talking about she with the nanny. I don't know how she got off Florida. Hmm.
That part. That part. Florida man. But you want us to believe y'all ain't crazy as shit with your bad souls.
Wait, nobody's perfect. We
She
got
said,
nice beaches. We got nice beaches.
shit, when I went down there, we didn't see no beach. You had what's it, red tide? What was it called?
Jason, you came in December where nobody goes to the beach in December. And the other
Why'd you
time,
suggest it? Why'd you suggest it then?
that
Why?
was
Why you can't go to the beach in December?
because it's cold. And the other time, that was March. Oh yeah, red tide, crazy. Because people be trying to like pollution and bacteria and shit. How I look saying, "Oh, go to the beach," and then you got red tide. Like you might get
You see what I'm
sick.
saying? She picking and choosing when you
No,
can and can't. That's crazy to
Jason,
me.
I'm making sure you don't get sick.
You're right. You're right. You looking out for my safety. I
You know what
appreciate you, my
I'm
sister.
saying?
Because you like, oh, we got pretty beaches. Not all the time, apparently.
Whoa, 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 whoa! I
She-
didn't say all the time. I said we got pretty beaches.
when?
So between the months of May and September is a very good time. April, you could throw that in there because it should be nice and hot.
That's when it's hot.
But that's who
It's hot and crowded.
you trying to go to the beach in the winter?
Because I see
they
people on the beach in the winter. They don't be
they
in
be
they don't be
doing
in
it
America.
right. I was gonna say they be doing it in like the Caribbean.
Niggas. Florida ain't the Caribbeans. You
It's
know
close
what?
Oh,
Y'all
enough.
ain't
it's
shit.
close enough.
What they be saying on Twitter? Close enough. Let me see.
Yeah,
Half them people don't know how to read out loud on Twitter.
this is
They
true.
can type. They can type out loud here. Whatever. They get the words out. It's fine.
Them
It's okay.
motherfuckers be like, so country, what country is in Africa? Africa's, what do you mean? It's not a country? Like, y'all have not figured out countries and continents yet. And it should be killing me on Twitter. And no, not Twitter, TikTok.
Oh yeah, I don't be on TikTok. That's an aggressive app.
Oh, I love it. You know what? It makes me feel better about my education
I be
and the
overstim.
education I received.
I be overstimulated. I'd be funny. I'm learning like I be with like since I'm like the oldest person in my job. And like the people like, oh, you know a lot of people. Bitch, what you think I am? Like under a rock? Like I'm a granddaddy or something? Like it'd be like some of the wildest shit. Like, bro, I got kids. You think I'm not keeping up with like the shit that's going on? Y'all not that much younger than me.
Talk your shit. Grandpa.
Nah.
Talk your shit.
My grandpa.
You were in high school and I was just being born, bitch. What's what are you talking like?
I feel like them
Don't do
fighting
that.
words for real. Now I gotta cut
See,
your hours
That
because you talking
that
crazy.
part. That part.
And I
well,
need you
see,
to know next week when your check is low, don't say no
That
stupid
part.
shit like that out loud
This
again in your
this
life.
this is why.
I don't be,
Yep.
I'll be, I don't trip on age stuff. It just be funny. They be like, damn, y'all be trying to get y'all little jokes off, don't it, man?
You let them bully you. That's crazy.
Because I
It's
be
your
like,
store.
because I look at like if I get started, it's gonna be a problem. So I
It
just
should
be
have
like,
been a
I'm gonna let
problem.
y'all.
You
Because
should
you
have solved that
can't.
shit.
You can't. As a man,
Exactly.
I'm a fellow manager. We cannot. I be listening. I'll be like, oh, I want to say something, but I can't. I gotta put my little manager hat on, and I gotta shut the fuck up and not say
You gotta at
nothing.
all times you have to say the right thing.
Listen, when I was a
You have
part-time
to say the
manager,
right thing.
I bullied them niggas.
When I first became a manager, I did bully people. It didn't go my way no more. I lost my team when I did this. So I don't do that no more. I was 26. I was high on power. I was in that bitch like, y'all
He
are
said,
not doing that no more. Man,
high power.
everybody reported me. I said, God damn, how many reports I get, boss? I was like, man, everybody.
So like I sarcastically bullied them.
That part.
That's what I
Nah,
did. So they always
Yeah.
respected me, and they was just like, because I worked in a restaurant. I'm like, why you ain't wiping your seat down in your booth? There's just a little crumbs. If I came through this bitch, I wouldn't want no crumbs on my ass. Wipe
Right.
that shit off.
See, the thing of today, Jazz, in 2024,
Oh yeah, these niggas knew.
kids don't know what sarcasm mean.
They kind of don't.
But they all call it autism or autistic, and I'm just like,
It's a new word.
that's what they say, and I be like, I don't know, you may just be,
You can't say stupid.
and I can't say that.
Touched.
You can't
They
say
touched.
retarded.
I can't say none.
Oh, you can't say
I can't
retarded.
say any of them things. But it's just like, bro, you don't like, are you
Short
not?
bus might work though, with a
I
helmet
can't.
on.
I can't like it's just like, bro, they do not understand. Like, what I don't get it. What are you trying
Oh
to
my
say? Like,
god.
bro,
I
I gotta
tried to
English.
show.
explain to you.
I tried to show my son the hand gesture that we used to do
Oh,
during the other day, and that when I tell you that nigga grabbed his imaginary pearls at me, and he's like, no.
I can't stand kids, bro. I can't stand kids.
What? What is
My
the
daughter
problem?
my daughter, she gives me hope because she kind of like, but like, man, I'd be like, man, these kids, bro, you can't. I don't get the joke. Like, what is it? What are you trying to say? Are you trying to
Oh
make
no,
a
mine's got the joke. He was like, Mom.
no. I think they get it. That's when they be like, are you trying to are you trying to say this? Like, that's messed up, right? That's not politically correct. Fuck your politically correct. I said what I said. I said what I said.
Oh no,
Shit.
mine's in like my 12-year-old is the most savage one of the group. He was saying something the other day, and he looked at his brother and went, ooh, ooh, ah, monkey, shut up. And I was like, did
That's good. That's great.
Yo, we gotta fight.
like,
Yo,
he did this shit in mid conversation, and I was like, did you just call your brother a goddamn monkey?
That's great.
damn.
That's
The
great.
12-year-old is by far the most savage. I'm like, I don't know where you got this shit from, but he be giving it to his brothers. And my kids are 23, 20, and 12. And the 12-year-old will make the 20-year-old like rethink life.
It's always the baby that's got the best jokes.
Oh my God.
I don't know
All
what it
right, so we
is.
wrapping this episode. Did y'all have anything else? Did you have anything else? Because clearly Jazz was a baby in her family. She thinks she's funny.
My nigga, Jason. If
Jazz
I
trying to
was
come out
not
the top
funny,
rope.
Jason, if I wasn't funny, we would not be at episode 131.
Okay.
Nigga, I'm funny. You don't have to be.
First off, you think you carry this? You think you carry
on
this
his
I
by
on his
understand.
he
No,
said
yourself,
I think
my
I don't.
he
I
said
didn't.
it
I've
is
never
on his
said
back,
that. I've
ma'am.
never
On his
said
back.
that.
He
I'm not
said it.
saying that. No, no,
He
no. We do
he
this. We
insinuated it.
do. No,
He
no, no,
did.
no, no. She insinuated that she is the
No, I didn't.
reason.
No, I
Yes, you did.
didn't. I never said that. I just said I was funny. I just said I was funny.
When you said Jason, we wouldn't be at 131.
My nigga, you're not gonna make a podcast with somebody who's not funny.
I mean, that's
Who
true.
the fuck is doing that?
That's true.
And I was about to
That's
throw
very
some
true.
shade out there, but I said I'm trying to be better. It's the holiday season.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
I was just
no,
about to be like,
This
oh,
no,
motherfucker says the
no,
holiday
fuck
season. I'm
no.
trying to be better.
Episode. Wait, I'm there. I'm at the end. Close. No. Was it good? Elaine
this shit would have stopped at the
crossed
40s.
the Amazon. No. And then she added in fuck. And Elaine, was it good though?
Was it good though? It was excellent. So yes.
This nigga here is off the fucking chain. Jazz, was it good though?
Yes, it was. The series was good. The writing, the story it was telling. Aldous Hodge, oh my God, them arms. But I'm gonna respect it because he
Baby.
is a married black man.
Is he?
Yeah, he wear that
I
ring
didn't know.
proud.
I didn't know that, but I'm glad for that. I'm glad. I'm glad the black, typically the older black. Well, I'm
I
not gonna
got
say
to
older, the
now I got to
30,
Google it.
40,
Hold
they
on.
married. I appreciate that.
Javante not married yet though. Oh, Jason, was it good though?
Yes. Thoroughly enjoyed this series. I'm glad you got to watch it. I'm glad Helene doubled down and let you know it was a good series as well, and we got to do this episode.
Was it really after?
Um,
Damn, man, I'm sorry.
it was out, yeah. I mean, it's okay. It was on your list. And
It
it's
wasn't at the
okay.
top.
I always we watch things. We watch stuff in tandem at times. We watch stuff separately, and it just depends. I began watching the show with your guy in it, Coleman Domingo. I fell
The
asleep.
madness.
Oh, what show?
I,
Oh
I,
yeah.
I fell asleep when he found the dead body. I was like, oh shit, I don't know what's real and what's not. And I kept
Spoiler
waking.
alert.
I
Yeah, I
kept
get
going to
that.
sleep. I mean
Right.
that's the damn synopsis.
Here
He
we
fell-
go. We're not spoiling stuff that we. Oh no, we spoil everything except for the stuff we're about to review. That madness is not
Except
on
the
that
stuff
list.
that
Okay,
it's not
sorry.
on the
You're.
list. So I don't. That's the synopsis. However, I don't. I was like, I don't know what's real and what's not. So I got to go back and do it again.
I feel
So
you.
I really don't know what happened. I was when I'm sleepy. I can blink and it can be a new day. Like I've been
Okay.
there, and I was
That's
like,
how
what
it
the
was at Gladiator too.
fuck?
Look,
I
The
you
Batman.
you don't know sleep until you fall asleep with your phone in your hand and like it fall on your face. That's the shit.
you like what's on my face? Oh, it's too hard. Um, but I do have some. What did you think though? I got a lot. I'm sorry, I ain't gonna read all of these. Loved it. 4 out of 5. I like the acting. There were some plot holes, but I gave it 2 point or Harvey said 2 3/4 out of 5.
That
Jason
nigga didn't
asks,
reply to me.
he didn't. Hopefully he will respond back. Don't
Did he
fight him.
say 2 3/4?
Yep.
He gave us a fraction
Yep.
and not even a whole fraction. 2 3/4.
Yep.
Okay, not 2.5. 2 3/4. Two and three
Harvey,
four. 2 3/4 stars. Like, do you remember Star Search with the 2 3/4 stars?
when they used to rub the
It
little
was,
stone. These kids
that's
won't
not
know
even
nothing about
start.
that.
That was a
Oh
that was a
shit.
Star
Two and
Oh,
Search.
that
three
was Apollo,
That
man.
was
I'm nigga, I'm
Apollo.
tripping.
That
Aaliyah
was
was on Star
Apollo.
Search
Yeah,
Star
though.
Search
with
is
the
Beyonce was too. She lost.
she did
Whoo. Uh, let's
two and three
see.
fourths.
Somebody else
Okay.
absolutely loved it. Definitely have recommended. Definitely have recommended repeatedly. I just feel like they told us the killer too soon. I would have liked to figured it out if it was him, and that was something we definitely discussed. I wasn't mad either way, but I was curious how long he would be able to get away with his shit. Ramsey, aka Fanboy.
I don't mind knowing the killer in that instance because we still had other killers that we needed to fucking figure out. So like I didn't mind because Ramsey, but you kind of knew it was Ramsey
He
pretty
looked
early
like a
on.
killer.
Like you was crazy as shit, right? Like,
Yeah, he did.
but the backstory of why he was a good portion of the story. Like that worked out well. But we had other folks we had to figure out who they was killing, what was going on. So I don't mind knowing that one up front.
Yeah,
It still gave us some good oh shit moments.
For sure.
it definitely did. But we have our link of thrones. Helene, do you have your person?
Come back to me.
Okay. Jason, do you have your link of thrones?
Yes. I am going with Isaiah Mustafa.
Thank you for not taking
Um,
my person.
he was in
Oh,
It. Yeah, he was in the What
The
is
new
it?
one coming out.
The
That's
re
the prequel.
No, he was in it
The
in
the
it chapter
remake.
2. Yeah, he was in it chapter 2. I'm sorry. He was in it chapter 2.
Was it?
He was the grown black boy that Tim Reed played back in 90.
Was it? You talking about Old
Oh,
Spice?
Yeah, Old Spice.
yes. Old Spice. That's what I was like. I'm like, damn,
Oh
that dude looks
shit!
familiar.
Damn, he. I never even connected those two things. Oh wow. Okay. Helene, do you have your person?
He
Yes.
didn't have a beard in there though. That nigga look crazy without a beard.
So
All
mine's is
right.
the FBI chick. She played Kayla. Her real name is Alana. Alana Talona is her first name. And she was one of my favorite hunters from Supernatural.
Mm.
She was the daughter. She was Joe. No, she was the daughter of Joe from Supernatural.
See, I watched Supernatural, but I didn't
Oh,
watch
I
it
loved
enough.
it.
It's
I loved
it's a
it.
lot of
Frontwards,
seasons,
backwards. Oh, it's a shit ton of seasons.
and I
And
can't
I
do
done
that.
seen them all.
My anxiety don't work like that.
Oh no,
It
I
won't
love it.
allow me.
It's one of my nighttime go to sleep shows.
Did you watch Charmed?
I did.
Which one do you think is better?
The first one.
Supernatural versus Charmed?
Supernatural.
Supernatural.
Mm.
You Jazz a charmed girl.
I like the original Charmed, seen it frontwards, backwards, no one in and
With
out. This
Piper?
yes.
I mean,
That's
I'm
what
not
you
with Prue.
is that your question though,
Piper and
Jazz?
Prue.
Which do you prefer?
I was asking like which one do you think is better between Supernatural and Charmed? But I know that
Oh,
they made
Supernatural.
a new season. They remade Charm for like one
Hmm.
season with these new bitches.
I think it was more than one season. I only saw one
What?
season, but I think it was more than one season.
Mm.
So even with the original show, you still picking Supernatural over
Oh,
it.
I'm picking Supernatural.
Gotcha.
Sam and Dean will get it every which way possible.
You say
Up,
get
down,
it.
side to side. Uh, use your imagination, sir.
No, I'd rather not.
I love me some Sam and Dean. These motherfuckers had a whole Scooby Doo crossover episode. How great is that shit? Awesome. Supernatural was great. Great. Tony the Tiger, great.
Mm.
Damn, Charm had 100 goddamn niggas had 8 seasons and 100
Charm was that
episodes.
shit. That's
No,
my shit.
don't get me wrong. I love Charm. I do love Charm.
I heard Supernatural was good though. I never watched it, and I would try to start it, but that's a very large commitment that
It
I
is. It
just
is. It is.
cannot
It's like
fuck with.
starting One Piece.
Right. Yeah.
Like 1,000 episodes in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just stick to my Dragon Ball Z like I'm used to.
But you keep repeating, you keep rewatching the
Stop!
same shit.
I don't care. It's great writing.
Okay,
It's great writing.
I respect it.
I
My
just don't
link
like.
of
Don't they just need to stop making Goku a fucking idiot? I'm glad they didn't do that in this new show. Oh,
Jason, can I get my Link of Thrones?
my bad. I've been waiting for you to talk about it, but you're talking about everything else but this.
This nigga. I am going to go with Janelle. Her name is Melody Hurd. She was in Them.
The baby girl.
Yes.
I figured that's what you was gonna go with.
He ain't no
The
shit.
little girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was she? Oh, that is her. Oh, that was good.
That's the twin, huh? No. That is the twin. No.
She was the
That
She had
youngest.
She
she
was the
had the
young
baby.
one.
The other one had the baby. I'm sorry. She had twins. My bad. The other sister had the kids. That's why I'm like, wait, that's the. Oh, no. Yeah, I seen that
Them
too.
was. Are they coming out with a second season of them?
Third season, you mean? Because season 2 already happened.
The Scare. That shit was
The
good.
scare. Oh, yeah. But no, I want a continuation specifically of them.
Season 1, you mean?
No, season.
Because
Shoot.
season 2 is, you mean another season, like season 3 of that same. I mean, because we didn't know season 2 was tied to 1 until we found out it was tied to season 1.
Yeah. No, the one I want to continue. I want to know what happened to the white lady.
Oh, she got killed.
That. Well, I want to see
Spoiler
the
alert.
backstory of that. No, I know. I saw. We saw she got. She saw. We saw she went to the house.
Mhm.
But I want to know, like, what all did he do to her, her raggedy ass?
So you just want to see torture.
I do a little bit. Specifically, just her though. Like, I don't want to see nobody else, but her. Yeah, I want to see what the fuck happened. I want to see what he did to her ass.
I feel like they because they time jumped, it'll probably be another time jump. Would it be more recent day, and they just keep playing with their family, just showing how they're intertwined. I don't think they're gonna talk about a white person in a black story. I just don't see that happening. Um, uh, I hope they don't do that. I didn't watch season one though, so I don't even know what y'all talking about for real.
It's
Jazz did this, so
yeah,
I ain't gotta do it.
yeah. I walked so you could fly.
I
You ain't gotta watch that
appreciate
shit.
this. I appreciate
Did
this.
you? Why you didn't watch season one?
That shit hell fucking
Because
no,
I'm
man.
no I'm just my body ain't made for that.
It's too triggering.
Well, I will say it is very.
I'm
I
cool
hate
on
that
it.
I
It is
watched
very.
it.
Did you watch season two?
I did for sure did.
Yeah.
For shit
Oh,
show
okay.
did. Loved it. Was scared every
Okay.
test. Was scared every episode. Watched it.
Wait,
Loved it. Like, I was in the motherfucking room with somebody, man, turn the lights on. Turn the lights on this bitch. Turn the lights on around this motherfucker. That nigga come up in my room. We gonna be fighting.
I will say, what's his name was what is
Luke James.
fucking yes. That was very surprising.
It
I didn't
was
realize how
the
good of an
acting chops he
actor.
had.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
He
was
shocked me
very
too.
surprised.
Cause I hadn't seen nothing with him really in it. Like
Me neither.
I seen him in a new edition, but he didn't really have to do too much to be a
Right.
singer. Like
Isn't he
he's a
in the
singer.
Shy?
He is in the shot on
I've
for
never
real.
seen any of the Shies.
Lena Waithe is behind that, and you know
That's Cynthia girl.
I'm anti Lena Waithe at all the way. I don't support nothing she does any way, shape, form, or
Why?
fashion.
What did she do?
Queen and Slim, she did that. I don't watch nothing else. I don't watch nothing else she does.
Did she?
Mm.
Is
Jason's
it personal? Is it
Jason's
you all right?
outrage over Lena Waithe is similar to my outrage with Tyler Perry, but he has more ammunition of fuck ups than Lena does.
You're
What
right.
did
You're
Lena
right.
do to you?
You seen that
Nigga
movie?
shit.
Which one?
Queen and Slim.
No, I haven't actually.
Watch that. Then
I
come
was
back and
I
talk to
was
me.
going to, and then I heard that I would like not like it.
If you watch them, which is her, Queen and Slim, you'll be okay. You would make it.
Oh, okay. I just heard that I wouldn't like it would be a little like it would piss me off.
If them didn't piss you off,
Oh
Queen and
no,
Slim
them
is.
no. Them pissed me off.
Oh yeah, Queen and Slim gonna piss you
I was
off.
very I was like I made it a point. I watched the first episode of them, and then by the time I got to the second episode, I knew I could not watch them on days that I had to go to work the next day. I
But like
needed
it,
time. Like I had to, if I was going to watch it, it was going to be on like a Saturday. I couldn't watch it on a Sunday. It was Friday, Saturday. I had to stick to them because if I had to go and look, it wasn't. I wasn't going. It
it's
wasn't going to work out well for me.
it's like one of them. Queen and Slim is just like kind of like we were talking about being either overly one thing or the other, and it was just like two irrational black people that didn't have to go through the situation they went through. Like the movie ends. Well, first off,
Damn, it's on Tubi. Okay.
a woman. If I hit a person up and they tell me that they've been dodging me and like they only replied to me because they was bored, the date's over with. There's nothing else. There's nothing else that
That's
you
true.
and there's nothing else you and I ever have to talk about.
That's true.
Jason, what if she got a fat ass?
Jazz, you think I give a damn?
I'm just asking a
No,
question.
you
Oh, okay.
can I hit you up. You tell me to my face. I hit you up. You finally reply. You tell me to my face that you've been ignoring me for however long, and you just got bored because you was upset with your job, and you was like, "Let me hit this nigga up. Let's see. Hey, what's up? You want to go out?"
Yeah,
And not
no.
only that, we go out, and you put me in the incident where the police try to kill me.
I don't think she planned that.
She didn't plan it, but she sure goddamn what's the cause of it.
I would say it escalated very quickly.
And then she then chose to go on a high speed chase with a nigga she didn't know and didn't want to talk to. I would have left that broad on the side of the road.
The universe puts us in very serious or very unique situations.
Mm-mm.
No, I agree. If I contact you and it's no, yes, and you tell me because like well, what made you say yes? I was bored. I will walk off and not speak to you. I'll just get back in my car and go home.
and they continue to date.
No,
Get pulled over. She
no,
fights the cop. The cop then tries to kill her. I'm like, it's
no.
not even a situation of, no, I'm cool. All
I
right.
feel like Mercury was in retrograde
It's always
during
in
this
retro.
entire
Not not the
Yeah,
Mercury in
as
retrograde.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Mercury has been in retrograde the last 5 years, according
Yeah.
from what it seems. It never seems to not be in it. It's always Mercury's retrograde. I'm like, wait, what is that? I've never heard of that.
Gummy
Oh,
bears in the Gatorade.
the girl from Pose is in it. Hmm.
Yeah, India,
The,
right?
the trans girl from Pose is in it. Oh,
Yeah, I'm not.
okay.
I feel like it's a lot of
Well,
trans people. It's a lot of trans women in the shot too.
it's
Because
it's
Luke
on the
James.
Tubi, so I
Luke
will
James,
watch.
he dated one. Something happened to her, and now he got another one he's dating.
Jodie Turner Smith looks like
I
someone
don't,
sculpted her from a piece of onyx.
I don't like her. You know what? Did y'all have anything else? That's no.
I didn't. I feel like it's about to go on
No, I can't
a
do this. I
Queen and
can't. I'm
Slim
not.
hate train.
And don't everything is just forming up like this. I can just feel it coming up. It's rising
It's,
to
it's
the
getting hot.
top. It is. I'm about to take the sweater off. I'm about to really go in right now. Helene, we appreciate you. I didn't realize this conversation was just be this long. I didn't think it was gonna go like this, but clearly, nigga, you can talk too. And look, she look energized. She don't like she got shit to do. Like she good.
I know. I
Man,
mean,
nigga, why? I'm like, why Helene ain't trying to leave off the pod yet? She's still going.
man,
She
look,
looks good right now.
I got my car out the shop today. I done been without a car for two. My car has been in the shop for 2 weeks. I've had to give these people this money, but I had the money to give, so I am energized with life.
Amen. Amen. That's what I'm
Okay,
talking. That holiday season miracle. Okay.
okay. And I didn't have to pay for this new transmission they put in it. It was covered by the warranty, and my deductible
Praise
was only
God.
$100.
Praise
So
God.
Yes,
yeah,
Lord.
I'm gonna
Yes,
write a
Lord.
testimonial about that warranty. Then save
Everybody.
me $8,000 good dollars.
Woo. Y'all, this is your sign. If you needed one, if you needed a warranty on your car, this is your sign today. Get that
Baby,
warranty.
look here.
Save
Please,
that time.
please, please, because car problems are a bad problem.
Yeah.
Especially in a city where you gotta have a goddamn car.
That part,
Because you don't want to result to selling toe pictures.
bitch. Look here, but I will do it. I'm not above it. Just
Look, my car can be great. Pictures being sold.
that part. Because like the old people say,
Now she
somebody
just
can use a
talking.
little
Now
extra
she
walking
just
around
talking.
money, a little extra walking around money.
Some money in the mattress.
Money in a mattress. What y'all think this is?
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
old people
I
don't
mean,
believe in
yeah.
banks.
Who put money in the mattress?
Who's
Yeah,
who's
my
Big
I,
Mama?
grandmother.
I ain't
My
admitting
grandmother.
nothing.
Oh,
I don't need
okay.
nobody fucking up my mattress.
Hey,
Except for me.
January is fast approaching, sir. And you can trust these banks if you want to. Donald Trump done already said what he finna do, so you better
Go,
get,
go
get to
wake up
putting
and
some of
check
this
the
shit away.
balance. Money gone.
Shit. He done already said he is a gangster. He finna take everything that he wants. So no, you better start putting that shit in the mattress.
Right.
Yeah, nah. Put this shit. Nah, I ain't the bank.
Get you some of these bitcoins.
Man, you know what? Them bitches. I got rid of all of that. These niggas at the highest
You
ever been.
wildin'. You wildin', yo. I'm checking my
Man,
shit
look,
more recently than I was the past couple of years. I'm like, oh, it's
I didn't
money.
know. I didn't understand. No, niggas ain't help me. Niggas ain't help me
Oh,
understand the game. It's okay. I fucked up. Players fuck up.
players fuck up. The pod gonna blow up. It's gonna be cool. Make money
Yes.
off of that.
There
I'm
you
with
go.
it. I'm with it. That's crazy. That's it. I've been there. You can get rid of all of it. Yes, I did. Unfortunately, I did. I'm sorry. I fucked up. I be talking to real. I be like, man, I hate this nigga, man. Not just playing.
To who?
Real.
Oh,
That's all they be talking about. He be like, oh, it's going crazy. I'm like, man, fuck you, nigga. What?
I hate that I never identify who he is when someone says his name out loud.
You don't say it out loud. I get it. I get it.
I don't say
I
his
get it.
name out loud at all because who am
Yeah,
I
I know.
saying it to?
Like, all right, man. All right, man. Episode 131. This is What's Good Though podcast. This,
It's a lot of names out.
this is What's Good Though podcast. I appreciate you again, Helene, for coming in. Thank you for chatting with
Appreciate
us.
y'all.
Thank you for joining us.
Also with you, Jazz. Thank you.
Always a pleasure.
It is. It is. We got to bring you back. We got to bring you back for another one of these. We'll come up with something soon. To do that. I think I don't have anything else. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow, chat with us, podcast community, Instagram, socials, all of that. Was it good though pod on all of those. This episode 131. You got something to say?
No, I remembered I was recording.
Thank you. Okay. 131.
You have to tell me these things because I forget.
131 cross. Until next time, people.
To all the amazing brothers out there, you are appreciated and you can be vulnerable. This coming from Jazz. Please be sure to like, subscribe, rate, review.
You just like to see niggas cry on her shoulders. Don't do it.
I would, and I would rub your head. Cheers.
Both of them.
At the same damn time.
That part.